Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this live stream where we're back for the final time in person. I don't know why I'm doing an intro; it's not a video, but
This is the farewell stream.
so true. We have no plan for this. We don't even have videos, right? We have this thing from last time, some reaction video we watched.
This great X-content cop.
You know, we have a Trixie the Golden Witch, President Sunday. I don't know. Have you tweeted anything?
I sure have.
Oops.
And
Oh my god, I keep doing it wrong. Reem is here saying late.
that's what I always be
emoji.
saying.
Oh my god.
I prefer the simple capitalization.
Dealer build late again. We weren't even late. Why is everyone saying this? 12:45. It's perfect.
Chat, I regret to inform you we axed the idea of doing a movie reaction
Yeah.
in favor of this stream.
So you guys should be very grateful that we're here. Why don't you recap our day while I scroll through this?
Well, today, what did we do? We woke up. I wake up first every morning. You know, I'm very prepared and such. And then Alita wanders out of bed at I was going to say 12 is an exaggeration, but I think that might have been right. 3:15. And then we recorded the rest of Star Wars.
We did.
Then we recorded Karanoki Yokai. What a great series. And then we recorded challenges. And that's all we did.
Yep. And that was a lot of recording.
Nosferatu will probably be up after the stream. Look forward to it. Movie night. Number 20, in fact.
Where's all the content that is being promised? It's coming, Sailor Build, okay? We have some complicated setups that are...
I just answered the question.
That X-Content Cop video being revived is great. What is it? What are you even talking about? What was
the Digibro video?
Oh, okay. Hello Aryan Kyle. Hello Puni Baba.
We all love it. Alita refuses though.
Puni Baba, did you watch Nosferatu? I don't remember. What do you think of Nosferatu?
What did everybody think of Nosferatu? Everybody let us know. Also, we didn't get to 20 on my media checklist like we were going to. But don't worry, I will. Oh my god, Alex Jones is bald.
Crazy. Wait, hasn't he always been bald?
Not like that. He's gonna have a little bit of hair.
Oh my god, he does, yeah. I always just thought
no, that's him bald. Yeah, look, he's got hair. This is the Alex Jones I know and love. This one.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
He didn't do nothing wrong.
This is the one you were thinking of, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, alright, crazy.
So I should cut my hair like that. Oh my god, it's Kachi, my favorite streamer.
Why do you have a Tagalog accent but can't speak Tagalog?
That's
Marunong ako
Filipino.
mag-Tagalog. Akala mo lang hindi ako marunong pero marunong ako. I can
She
speak
was just
Tagalog.
proven wrong. I've already seen this short.
It's a shame.
She's
we could go through
Nick
LSL.
Pollum's new wife.
Actually?
Well, it's kind of just content. Oh, live stream fail. I love this. This is great. What's this first one? I don't know.
It's on gaming.
Soda
thing.
poppin'.
50,000 plunder storm Tony ends with 0 kill.
Oh, this is only Fangs. The great thingy. Will gets cooked by Japan's most famous stylist. That's sad. They are in Japan today. Him and his son.
How come every time I have him take photos of me, I feel like they're not good?
Explanation.
Then don't have him take photos.
Oh.
Literally, when you're here, use people on the street. The young people are so good at taking photos. So, and probably, I don't know, you're Will, right?
I'm Will.
I don't know Will, but maybe he doesn't have the aesthetic sense to see the whole picture. So when you tell him to take a photo of you,
Oh, the great Hassan Agi. He was always right the whole time. I loved the great
I thought it was him
Hassan
holding
Agi.
the camera, then I realized he'd never do that.
But I saw a tweet from Will Neff today tagging Kenny Omega, the wrestler, asking if they could see wrestling in Japan. Little do they know, Kenny Omega wrestles in Japan once a year and less than that in the last 5 years. So that was very funny.
Yep, kind of crazy. Not that I have any opinion on that, but yeah, kind of crazy.
Just a little out of touch.
Torin have a new intern. You know what? I'm curious.
Why? It's only Fangs.
I don't even know what that means.
It's their big World of Warcraft server all the streamers have, run by the great Soda Poppin'. Played on by such legends as Pirate Software and that whole recent drama. Hey, this girl I don't know, but she was in some Mizcliff clips today, so she's on the up and up. Oh, it's Julia. She's really pretty.
Oh, it's partying.
She's like a muscle girl. She does MMA for a living or something.
No way.
Oh my god, I have to rent this movie. I'm gonna get caught.
It's a full movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Oh shit.
What are we watching?
Something really funny. It's about to
Zapato
get
made a
funny.
movie
It's free on Amazon.
while he had hair. So I guess they know this guy and they're making fun of him.
That isn't it
It's
Is
real
it really
crime.
in a movie about
What the fuck did I
stealing
just
money?
watch?
I just want to watch
that
a
is our-
video clip. You know, who cares about this?
I only had 80 up.
On
there.
Asmongold, I know that guy.
All right, let's see. Last
This guy's a
Okay,
fucking
Asmongold is a
moron.
millionaire, okay. He lives in his house. He's been living in for his entire life. There's cockroaches crawling onto him.
True.
He has no family. He has no
True.
friends. He
Is he a
rage baits
dad on
for a
stream?
living.
Yep.
I mean, what is the money? What is the money giving him?
Nothing. He
Fame.
sold his soul to Donald Trump.
Influence. I don't know. Looked pretty cool, bro.
True.
Nosferatu was very good. Count Orlok was very hot.
True.
By the way, Ari, you ready for Destiny's return stream tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow?
I,
Oh, I
haven't
it was
heard anything
today.
about
If it
it.
was today. We could have live reacted.
That is true. Let's have a look.
Oh, you've got the over Russell logs up, but it's for just for Destiny.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't say anything. Is it actually tomorrow? That's gonna be interesting.
You could just wait for him to answer.
True. I don't see anything about it.
Oh, Dan just uploaded something to the Anything Else Patreon. Apparently he's in Australia or something, because the title
gonna
of the
meet him?
stream was, yes, I will. Apparently the title was an Anything Else from the Land Down Under or something, and it was like something, what do you call that? Crocodile whatever. It was a screenshot from that movie. Also, can you turn this shit off in my ears? Now, so that was funny, but it was just him, obviously. And then all the comments were just, I really hope Destiny gets what he deserves, in a negative light. So that was pretty funny. Even the patrons feel the need to just show off how much they dislike him now. It's very funny.
We got gifted a membership, but well, Gamer Pro 2, who is a chatter I do not have any recollection of ever existing in any of these live streams, has received a membership from Sealer Build.
Sealer Build is just so generous and nice.
Yeah, thank you, Sealer Build. That's great. It will never give someone active, huh? Yeah, true. They should do it, like weight up by who's the most active, you know, it'd be great. Pirate Software. I know Pirate Software from the, you know, the cheating
NMP
stuff.
LOL, that's
No,
me.
wait, not cheating. They didn't cheat. They did the...
They ran away.
They betrayed people, true.
Yeah, they ran away.
NMP LOL is the person you just said. I don't know.
Column.
Was that the Hassan person?
Yes, he's the guy from the Hassan clip.
Okay.
Kachi is his
Kachi,
new
no idea.
wife.
Okay. Why does Kyle watch the same slop I get recommended?
Let me tell you something, brother. I've been watching most of these people for about 5 years. This isn't just my most recent looking into him was probably recommended some YouTube videos, but you know, big Mizkiv fan back in the great year of 2022, I believe it was, when he was big until he got destinied. And then before that, in like 2019, I was into all this stuff, you know. So I'm just an old head over here.
And I am not into any of this at all. I would say,
like
of live
Destiny.
streaming, I am a fan of two things. I am a fan of the H3 podcast,
H3.
and I am the fan of Destiny. Those are the only two things that I'm involved in.
And Kyle Entertainment.
And yeah, true. A very small streamer who streams on Twitch.
I'm the biggest of the big sometimes.
Yeah, it's on his schedule if you check. So yeah, I don't know. Do you believe this, Kyle? It looks like
Where?
he last normal stream was the 22nd, and then some debate which I guess got cancelled, or maybe this was on stream. I don't know.
Boring.
It looks like there was a few days off, and now apparently this Monday for him, maybe for us, I don't know.
I mean, if he's got a game plan, it's time. Come on now.
Yeah. I don't know if I buy this though.
Because that's a lot of normal streams.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably typically.
There's
like
no
that.
way Dan's still doing anything else, right?
Why wouldn't he?
Because why?
Well, why
Hasn't he
wouldn't
already
he? What's he-
disavowed him?
I don't know. You've been following him more than I have, but
Well, he says he
Yeah.
did something wrong. I don't know. I guess he could stay.
yeah, he gets a lot of money from anything else.
Yamato on Asmongold. No, that one's boring. Keep going.
Wait, I gotta read. It
Oh.
will never gift to something. I read that already. Heath is here dabbing.
Elliot, are you the type of fella to defend pirate software? True.
What would that even mean? I'm the type of person. Here's what I am. I'm the type of person to say that Elon Musk. There is no strong evidence that he was cheating until the strong evidence came out. I'm like, okay, here's the evidence now.
How about the fact that he's a big retard?
No, that is not good evidence. But no, I don't defend pirate software, even though I haven't seen that much of it, and I've only seen Destiny react to it. But
And
he
you
seems
don't
very,
even know anything about
he
World of
seems-
Warcraft?
He seems incredibly annoying, and he reminds me of some people on
Yes,
the official podcast, which is Critical's podcast, where sometimes they just wouldn't admit that they're like wrong about something, and I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. So he's that type of person that I don't like, basically. But who knows? I've only seen a very limited perspective of him. But
Remember when Sneeko beat up Moist Critical?
with a
With the facts and logic.
thing, yeah, true, I do remember that. They need to make the Twitch sub $4. I'd be rich. They need to make. What's
Would
the
I be
thing?
rich?
I guess, yeah. Unless Sealer Pill is like a streamer now, you never know. I saw Pirate Software's.
Oh, no, because YouTube must be $4, but Twitch must be more. So he's saying that if it wasn't so expensive,
I
he'd be
understand.
rich.
Yes, okay. I don't think. Yeah, yeah, true. Okay, sorry. Because I get to choose the membership price here. I don't think you get to choose yours. I saw Pirate Software's Outer Wilds playthrough months ago and thought it was normal, but apparently everyone thinks it's
Yes,
fake
that
now.
is a big thing
Okay,
where
I
he
haven't
like
heard of
figured out a
this.
puzzle way too quick, and everybody's like, "You're obviously lying."
Mm.
I believe that. That's the strongest piece of evidence I would need.
I know nothing about this game. I would never make a comment on it. I have no idea.
It's like when I say the great film buff fakes all of his reactions. It's the exact same.
He finally got to the big famous episode of Hunter x Hunter, so I'm excited to watch that reaction.
He's nearly at the big famous movie
Um,
of Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's very
Very
exciting.
true. Ari, do you think Elon did the game a salute, or was he just being autistic? I have not. I'd probably want to watch the full
The game is
context or
salute.
whatever.
He did it.
I just don't like. I don't really care that much. There's much worse things that he probably could do. How about this?
All right, his annoying voice, guys. Am I right? True. Pirate Software we're talking about earlier.
I mean, it's fine. You know, it's not that bad. Is it over for OpenAI? Wait, why is it open? What happened? Or what did I miss? I've been so busy recording things and setting up lighting mostly. ChatGPT versus DeepSeek.
Oh, OpenAI must have said he didn't do it or something, and that means they're dead. When I get a hold of them, at least.
What is DeepSeek? Is this not the Chinese thing? Is it
Uh-oh, we gotta ban this one too, huh?
a Chinese AI startup? DeepSeek shocks scientists with low-cost open source models.
This isn't good. This is how the world ends, Illyri.
Wonder what it is. Oh my god, let's look.
How
at
come
it.
this membership thing is still here?
Ah, it'll go away. Yeah.
Pudding Barber just got joined.
It's kind of wait. What?
Yeah.
Oh, we have a new member. Amazing. Thank you, Punu Baba. You have a nice badge. Congratulations. Anyway, who knows? DeepSeek. Maybe
You need to
it's
go
good,
to
I
work,
don't know.
Illyri. You gotta beat these Chinese.
Okay, but is it over for OpenAI? I doubt it. They're getting a lot of funding in the next few years. So it was like 500 billion is like promised or something, I think. I think they'll be fine, but you never know. Elidari says it made sense for Elon to be the top 10 in the world in the game whilst running X and interfering with an election. Guy just has 48
True.
hours in a day. No, what I thought was
You
that
look like a dummy right now, Illyri.
no, what I thought was I had no strong opinion on it. Okay, that's what I had. Everyone had incredibly strong opinions that he absolutely 100% is cheating, and I just had no strong opinion on it.
He didn't know how to
so
use the menu.
Yeah. So, and the opinion was here. All I've seen is that China made a better AI and it's open source. Well, that doesn't help them that much, I guess. So I don't know. But that's cool. We like open source AI. Well, depends who you ask, I guess. But DeepSeek is open source, similar to ChatGPT quality, and supposedly was trained on just $5 million. That's interesting. I don't know. When you say similar to ChatGPT quality, I guess it really depends on what you mean by that, because there's a variety of different ChatGPTs, right? But I guess I'll look into it after this. But it seems like that's just a lie to hide the fact that China got hold of more GPUs than they should be legally able to. I guess that's possible. I would be surprised if there was anything out there, like including DeepSeek as well, that is any notably better than ChatGPT. I feel like it'll be a shock if there was anything that you could actually tell the difference to it. Sorry, this is also complicated.
Oh, Twitch streamers.
All right.
Don't know this one. Don't know this one.
This is all boring.
Hold
Look, we're
on,
getting to the
Orson.
100 upvote
Like
levels here. You know, this is going to be all boring.
Casual something. Queso, that's a funny guy.
You know, a great subreddit?
Hey, I just wanted to see
Yeah,
a
the
Cine
one
clip or something.
This is going to be great.
Did they rank Attack on Titan after they finished it? They did talk about it in that thing you made me watch.
They flat out didn't discuss it. They mentioned AOT referring to how it was released, but it wasn't
True,
a
I
reference
remember
to
Eric
ranking
saying that.
AOT. It was just brought up as an example in different conversations about Squid Game, I think. I think they just forgot, and or because it was only one episode they watched since the last time, it could have flown through the cracks. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Second
one in
yeah,
S tier, true.
useless.
I want to go back to the live stream.
2024 ranking, so yeah, we saw this yesterday. Okay.
Best picture without challenges. Can you believe it?
That is kind of crazy.
You don't have any comments about challenges yet, pussy.
No, sorry, it's kind of crazy the dude's on there. No more sick Ethan, please. Do you think this is a serious post about Ethan being sick on the podcast? Now it's bad for the crew because it like spreads or something.
Oh, that would be epic, but it's probably just because it's annoying, right?
What is this?
Most important, outside clothes are not inside clothes. When you and your kids get home, you change. Drop the clothes into ham.
Oh, he's trying to help him because Ethan is sick all the time because he has 3 kids at the moment, like young kids. So he's just
People
trying to help
say
him
that.
out here. It seems. Take vitamins as if this would make any difference, but
Vitamins keep you big and strong.
that's true. I'm
I
a
don't know
classically
why.
trained opera singer, and Ethan is 100% right about pirate software faking his voice.
True,
Yeah,
true.
true. The opera singers know. Oh my god. He has gotten into the habit of manually lowering his larynx to create a darker and lower sound when he talks. Your larynx voice box can be lowered or raised by using muscles in your tongue and throat.
Shit, you know, man.
True.
I'm gone, man. Shit, man. That was a pretty good impression, huh?
No. We can do an impression though. Let's think about this for a second. Up.
Do this because this isn't funny enough to justify fucking with these OBS settings.
No, it's gonna be so great. Wait. So we go microphone, we go filter,
Oh, what's up, everybody? You know,
and we open the plugin interface, and we don't touch anything because that is way too complicated. Okay.
I've never seen a plugin in my life in OBS.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's similar in quality to ChatGPT 4. Oh my god!
Is that the newest one?
it's a year old. Oh my
Oh.
god! I mean, it's not. It is like the state of the art for not thinking models or whatever. But I was trying to gift a membership. How do I become a member?
I think you did.
Yeah. Well, how did I become a member? I have no idea.
Oh.
Maybe you just gifted it to yourself. I guess it's not impossible. I thought it would be funny if it went to another inactive user. Well, it's a shame. Definitely a better outcome, Lol. Your Elite Ari's #1 fan. Oh my god. Well,
Real opera singer reacts to streamer voices part though. That's a good one. That's a good one.
very true. All right. AB.
You know what me and Elite Ari watched last night? We watched Gigik react to the top 100 most popular anime EDs.
True.
It was big. And I was correct. I'm pretty sure at all. I predicted them all correctly.
I was actually. It's so loud. One of these was really impressive, and I agreed with it a lot. I don't remember if it was the EDs or the
I
OPs.
think it was the first one.
Yeah, I think the EDs
Because
were like...
remember the OP one, the number one was Oshi no Ko or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. The EDs though, they were all real good EDs, and some which I like a lot. I was shocked at how high they were. So, yep, we love the people, I guess.
Serum Experiments Lane was in like the top 10 of the OPs. That was crazy on God.
And the really good Spy Family one was high up, so I was like, oh, this is awesome. Oh, then he like had a meme because it's like fan service or something. Remember that?
I love
Funny.
When we watched the OP one after this, we ditched Gigik. He was a bit annoying.
True. What did he say? Do you think? Do you think he's like, oh yeah, of course?
On God, I love this one.
Here, let's see what he says.
Here we go. I fucking told you guys. I told
He's
you
already
guys.
know what it is.
This is. Doesn't matter about Eve. Yoasobi. This is the Yoasobi playlist, man. Yoasobi actually needs to be nerfed. I mean,
He
number
knew
one,
it, Yoasobi?
surprised me considering it broke records. Is this the Weeb national anthem now? The TikTok national anthem? Well, that's what
Later,
it
you're a
was.
big
Not
TikToker and you were
because-
surprised.
I love TikTok, yeah.
Josh Brolin slams Dune 2 Oscars snub. I'm going to quit acting.
It's a meme. It has to be.
I just want to say congratulations to the Dune Best Picture nomination, to Greg Fraser for cinematography, for best visual effects,
That's
special effects,
Thanos.
for Patrice for production design, and
Oh,
for
and he
sound,
didn't
I
get one.
believe.
Mhm.
I get it. Because it got so many whatevers.
Apparently, I'm going to quit acting because Denis Villeneuve didn't get nominated, and this is just how this thing works.
I see.
That is kind of funny that the director didn't get nominated because
I did see anger on Twitter about that.
it was a well-directed movie. That is for sure. What
Absolutely.
were
not.
the? I'm not going to know any of these. I mean,
Ask me.
Academy Awards 2025.
To say Oscars. What the fuck? Why are you so fancy?
It's literally the Wikipedia title.
The there you go.
Oh my god, it's right here.
Anora, which we should have seen.
Yep, true. The Brutalist, never heard of it. A Complete Unknown, never heard of it. Sounds kind
Is Anora on streaming yet? Can I watch it yet? Or do I have to pretend I'm going to go to a theater for the third
we go
weekend?
to
in a row?
Just Watch,
Yeah, this is where it was the other day.
and we go to Anora. We see Hoyts. We see whatever this is and something else. And
No,
I
it's not
remember-
available for streaming.
How
am I supposed to
sad.
know when it is? Didn't it come out 3 fucking months ago?
When is Anora coming to stream?
What's Anora about, Ellery? Do you know?
The church or something?
No, that's Conclave.
I have no idea.
This one's about a girl and a Russian oligarch that fall in love, but she's a prostitute, but then their family comes to try and break them up.
That's so tragic, isn't it?
No, apparently it's like a comedy movie. Like a
That's so
dark
funny,
comedy or
isn't it?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, these funny Russian guys are going to come and try and get her, and she's going to beat them up or something.
Mm-hmm. Who is
Sean Baker did Red Rocket. He's like a great director. Everybody loves Red Letter Media loves him a lot. Red Rocket, see, that's about a
Florida
male porn
Project.
star.
We love the Florida
Oh
Project.
yes, I should have told you it was that one
Mhm.
too.
All right, it's
knew
gonna
that.
be great.
Tangerine's a big one people like too.
Mhm.
See, we should have seen this one. It's a shitty Nosferatu.
I mean, it's a win-win. The Florida Project and the Lighthouse are both amazing. So
But
We
not
love directors.
Nosferatu apparently. But you'll
Hey,
hear
we
all
can't- I
about
can't
that
say
in
anything.
2
After
hours.
this, probably, yeah.
Leo's got to make me a thumbnail. God damn it.
Yeah, it's gotta be good, okay? We gotta impress people with our visuals and thumbnails and stuff. Okay?
The video looks incredible, chat. You're not going to be able to believe it.
It'll be the best looking secondary NT video, I'm sure.
There was videos, there were video essays. We were going to react to
True.
earlier.
What are they?
I don't know. I don't remember. Let's pick a topic. Oh, we still can't do the Star Wars shit because we haven't uploaded it yet.
Real anime fan reacts to anime EDs. Brutalist was the best film.
Hey, that's like one about an architect.
Interesting. Real professional anime video essayist reacts to
True.
anime video essays. That is what we do every day. Real sex offender reacts to Destiny stream. Is it going to have dark lighting? So cool. I guess we'll have to wait and see, I guess. But
Do you think we're more creative than that?
I don't know. Oh, it's MJ. Oh my god. Oh, it's that guy who shoots the Uncle Ben or whatever.
True. Where are they now? What's so funny? 61 years old. He looks great.
Yeah.
That he's fucking dead.
No, oh yeah, he died now, rip. Damn.
He's not. Look it up. There's no way he's 50. This video's bullshitting.
I don't know who this is.
That girl is not 50.
She's got to be dead, right?
R.I.P. Whoa, still alive. This is big. The Great Willem Dafoe. We know what this bastard's
Saw him
doing.
the other day.
He got cancelled like Destiny.
Right. So sad.
He's also married to Brie Larson from not Brie Larson, Alison Brie from Mad.
Well, that was certainly a. Aunt May's still alive. She's timeless. It is impressive that she's still alive.
Certainly
she-
not timeless.
She won't be for long, but yeah, it's impressive.
Oh my God, Sam Hyde, you're
When I
Indian.
watched
Let's watch
the
that.
Sam Hyde video.
I want to get banned.
But I'm outside. No,
Hello
it's...
to everyone on YouTube. I'm in the great outdoors today. Look at that
I'm not
sky.
watching these fucking videos.
But a few
I don't
people
want to be
did notice
depressed that some Asian
my-
girl is dying or that she's sad.
Is this the same? No, it's not. Okay. No, I thought it was the depressed girl, but no. Okay. Crazy.
When's our favorite girl coming out with her next banger leader?
What is this? Jesus.
It's Billie Eilish.
It's a strange thing. Okay. Sam Hyde's second video seems to have not taken off like the first one.
It's just
That's
about
alright.
Vivek.
It's
I
so
didn't
relatable,
watch
you know?
this one.
Okay.
I feel like when I saw it, it had like 400,000 views. So I don't know. It's okay.
How's
essays,
Destiny doing
click
these
on the
days for
tab.
views?
Oh, did he lose subscribers? Wasn't he nearly at 900?
Actually, let's have a look.
What the fuck's the view stats?
Oh, this is Mr. Beast's website. Look how great it is. It doesn't even show us Destiny. Wait. Minus 6K in the last
That's
month.
big,
Oh my
that's big.
god.
I'm still a proud subscriber, you know?
I don't think I was ever subscribed, so I don't subscribe to anyone.
Similar
Oh, yeah,
channels?
that's right.
Oh, click on similar channels.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
curious. Oh.
Destiny. Oof. Oof. Oh my god. From 22,000 a month to negative 6K.
He's done. Needs to retire.
But it's probably going to be like, you have to pay to get the similar channels.
Gosh.
Okay, or obviously. This person I've never heard of in my life.
9 million views, it said.
Some drama channel?
The biggest cheater in zombie history.
Sure, there's like a link here, right? Okay. Wow, is it like they thought Destiny is like a gaming thing?
True. Destiny, the video game.
Destiny community. True.
They all look like gaming
Is
channels.
that Pyrocynical or something? Well, at least I got one right. How's this channel doing? You think people even know this exists?
This one's up bigly.
1K, not bad. What about the Bridges? Was it just Bridges?
I don't know. I show speed 35 million.
It's not bad. How many subs do you think Mr. Beast got this month?
He's right there. You don't even have to search it.
Yeah,
You're
but I am
clicking it
going
in.
to. I bet he got like
6 million.
yeah, maybe 3 million this month. 10. Okay, tell me.
When
of course.
he did a dip there when he killed that guy or something.
It's just views though. How do I see subs? You can't even look at it. I know you can. It's right here.
Mr. Beast or Destiny? Who's more immoral?
Absolutely Destiny.
Mr. Beast tortured a man.
And that guy was being tortured willingly. So what does that mean? I have no idea.
No, he was coerced.
Maybe. He dropped the Vivek video the day after he left Doge. Damn,
Did he
left
leave
Doge?
Doge?
That's kind of funny.
We don't know. Destiny hasn't told us yet.
The best thing that can come out of Destiny's cancellation is that August leaves. Wait,
People hate the editor. I don't know why.
oh, I thought you were saying like, oh, so his talents can be put to use on like another channel or something. But I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so what are we actually?
You're supposed to click on the video essays tab and we'll go swimming.
All right.
The forgotten.
Oh,
anime
Pay Talks
master.
Anime.
Is this guy? This guy seems funny. Let's click on him. It's only 5 minutes.
No. This is. Oh boy. I mean, I think I like.
Oh, this is the
videos, right?
boring guy.
I mean, it could be interesting when you know nothing about the person behind the masterpiece. Oh my god.
Chainsaw Man is written by
Holy. Ooh, it's a Fujimoto one.
Tatsuki Fujimoto. For a while now, it's felt like he's become this new shining
True, because they thought it was about the anime, and he
Chainsaw
thought
Man
he
is
did the
written by
anime like the
Tatsuki
normies think.
Fujimoto. For a while now, it's felt like he's become this new shining beacon in manga, argued by many as being one of the most influential in the current era. Whether it's the hyper-popular series Fire Punch, or the more popular Chainsaw Man, or even one of the many one-shots that are outstanding, Fujimoto has solidified himself as a highly influential writer. But what do we really know about him? Nowadays, it feels like a lot of artists
we don't know anything.
Is directly
Sabrina
tied to their
Carpenter.
We didn't even know what he looks like, except for when he was a kid.
Right?
Right?
Sabrina Carpenter is way cooler than Tatsumi Fujimoto. She made the great song Please, Please, Please. The great song Taste. Espresso, I don't like. I didn't download that one.
True.
She's like, remember when we were having that discussion earlier about like who is Zendaya, the most popular woman in the world? Sabrina Carpenter is definitely up there. And so is the next girl.
Identity and
That's who's that, Alidari? Chappelle Rowan?
She's the feminine phenomenon person, right? Wait.
I think so. She's
it's the
lesbian
best song
girl.
ever. Oh, I love this song. Okay,
What is
great.
this song? Click on
It's
it.
like the greatest song I've ever heard in my life. I heard it from a TikTok meme, okay, but it's like actually really good. I don't know.
Skip to a part I would know. I don't think I know this song. I know
It's
the
like really
popular
good.
ones. Good Luck Babe, and she has another one. Pink Pony Club, and I don't know. I'm into pop music, Leary. You know.
Amazing song.
Who's gonna be the next one?
This is obvious in
That's Chappelle. I want to go.
extreme examples like Twitch streaming.
Okay.
Shitty
Or
Ludwig,
YouTube.
who was always
It's also-
right about the Great Destiny, of course.
Apparent in things like making music, or even things that
What
used to be
else
less
matter? Actually, this is a great video that we'll be watching next.
front
Just
facing,
click
like being a
later, and then we'll
director
get there.
or author. But a
Stephen
really
King,
interesting
George R. R.
juxtaposition of that
Martin,
is the
Conan
charm of
O'Brien,
anonymity that comes with most who
Tatsumi
write manga.
Fujimoto.
So while we know the pen name Tatsuki Fujimoto,
Pen name?
It could be speculation.
I doubt it.
how much do we know about the author? Welcome to a running series called Micro Deep Dives. My name is Pei, and today we're talking about
Call
how
it
anime
a
influences
micro
the way we
deep
consume
dive. You know what
anime
I'm
and
saying,
manga.
chat.
If you currently look at the most popular videos I've released,
Who does
on
he
YouTube,
sound like? Who do I always say, Alidari? Because it's annoying me. Oh, Noah Sampson. Okay, keep playing.
one of them is about Chainsaw Man, specifically exploring a remarkable writing decision that was
To make
executed
guns
perfectly.
scary, we watched this video, Alidari.
Yeah, you know, Pay Talks Anime, he makes bangers sometimes, okay?
No, he doesn't.
The show. Of my last 4 videos, 3 of them have been
I
talking
need to
about
make videos, Alidari. I'd be the most famous person in the world. Imagine if somebody made good videos and was popular. It'll be me, chat. Don't worry. I'll get there eventually.
Look Back, the adaptation of Tatsuki Fujimoto's outstanding one-shot manga. I, as well as many others, are incredibly
Boring.
influenced by this writer.
God, it's
3
so good.
incredibly successful mangakas responsible for Spy Family,
That's the
Hell's
ugliest
Paradise,
scene
and
I've ever
Dandadan
seen
all
since
worked under
Naruto.
Fujimoto as assistants. And
I
while that
already
may be
told you that.
coincidence, I think Fujimoto's impact on manga has been substantial. And the things we know about him are around the year he was born and the general area of Japan he was born in. He's revealed in a couple interviews that he went to art school. Actually, a majority of the interviews I found with mangakas are filled with PR or sparse answers. The point is that there are a lot of writers in manga that
That's
aren't giving
promotion. Dumbass.
much information about themselves to the public. And I think that's the primary focus of today's video, how the anonymity of manga writers influences the way we
Those
perceive
first 3 guys have a million interviews, right?
Who, the Berserk?
it was Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto.
Yeah.
Oda in that one interview he did with the actor dude from the live action had a fish over his face. So that's
Toriyama
funny.
doesn't have that many, right?
Well, I've seen pictures of him.
True. I mean, he's
Kishimoto did it.
but he's like
at cons and
he's like
stuff.
10 times, like maybe 100 times more famous than like Fujimoto, right?
Yeah.
Um,
He's also 100 times more dead.
True. Well, we don't know that. We don't know
True.
if Fujimoto could be
Fujimoto
dead.
could have died right now.
Yep.
make. For example, I'm a YouTuber, and I've deliberately gone out of my
Oh my god, that's what he looks like. That's kind
That's
of
not
crazy.
what I pictured at all.
Not at all. No. I mean, I just
I
assumed.
thought it was a
like
little
this.
dweeby boy. He's got a beard and a jawline.
Yeah.
use my face as a part of my brand and marketing. I don't really want to hide it because that is the exact opposite of what I'm trying to do and it creates this sense of intrigue. And
True, I want to hide it a leader.
But the goal was to get people more interested in what I'm arguing than who I am, to try to reduce that parasocial attachment that can create unreasonable expectations.
I want parasocial attachments, Leary, because I want to be rich.
The dynamics between a creator and an audience. I want you guys more interested in the product and videos I'm making than
See, the worst Oscar contender.
So distracted.
who I am as an individual. And so far, it's felt pretty successful. People are so much more focused on
Look at this art style. What the fuck?
I mean, it just looks like the manga, right?
No, not at all.
I actually used to work as a professional musician, and there were two major reasons I changed my focus to video essays. The first is monetizing music is really
He
tough.
has talent?
It's absurd
What do you mean? He makes great videos. This is so impressive. This one's good. I like this so far.
of streams on streaming services. Like, for example, from 2 million
Not saying
streams on
anything.
Spotify, I made something like $11,000. Changing the
Damn.
I just checked that, and actually I made around $7,000 from those
Oh.
2 million streams. I've made around 12,000 total off streaming
I should be a musician. Jesus Christ.
which is so far from a career, especially since getting views on YouTube and working within its algorithm feels much more approachable. But the second is that being a musician is incredibly competitive and difficult, and if you want to maximize your odds of success,
Unlike
I
YouTube.
think that you have to in some ways sell your personality as part of your brand. While it's not a necessity, I do think it's way harder to find a successful music career online in the current day and age, based purely on focusing on just the music. The reason I bring this all up is because, first of all, it might provide some sort of explanation as to why I find this all so interesting, this idea of anonymity as a creator, and specifically a culture built around that. But I also think that this showcases
What if
that
I
this
just
is
touch it? What if I just touch it?
Just don't.
a specific topic I've thought a lot about, and I may have a unique or somewhat qualified perspective on it all. But the part that fascinates me the most isn't on the writer's side, but specifically the audience's. How does this influence the way we consume manga and
It looks
anime?
like a comic book.
It is inspired by one, if you
Kill
can believe
yourself.
it. Yeah.
You're a retard.
Like I said earlier, I've been talking a lot about this new movie, Look Back, an excellent adaptation of one of Fujimoto's more
It doesn't
popular
look like
one-shot.
Fujimoto shit at all. I like it though.
actually does. But...
The two main characters
No,
who are
it doesn't.
exploring their relationship with art are named Fujino and Kiyomoto. Fujimoto's name
Like
being
the
an
coloring is like it makes it completely different.
obvious amalgamation of the two. A lot of the discussion I've seen around this movie, especially on YouTube, was dedicated to exploring author intent, psychoanalyzing what different parts represent in Fujimoto's life. And this is where the anonymity becomes really
So
interesting.
that looks similar, doesn't it?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
So little
Okay.
insight into that life. As someone who's written for a Dungeons and Dragons podcast and released
It just looks identical. Yeah.
music, discussion around intent and symbolism is often both incredibly
Leroy's doing
accurate
one of his famous bits right now.
and shockingly off base. Some people guessing exactly what the intention was, and others reading into things that are completely off base. But that's the cool thing about art, it's meant to be interpreted. And I think manga and anime has such a cool opportunity to engage in that. Because outside of the art itself, the author's so removed. There's less of an opportunity to come in with established confirmation bias, projecting preconceptions about the artist over the art. I just think it's really interesting. And as I talk about this, it may seem like I'm advocating for anonymity, but in reality, I'm not sure one is better than the other. However, the differences between the two, public-facing or anonymous creators, now that's really fascinating.
So I wasn't listening to the last half because I'm distracted, as Leary said, and I was looking at the great art style. So he was saying that it's cool when an author is anonymous, so we don't talk about the author.
I also was not paying any attention to what this was because I was thinking about when's the Fujimoto stuff coming in. I want to hear more about Fujimoto. That's why I'm here.
Play it again.
I'm sure he said
From
something.
the beginning.
Specifically a culture built around that.
Wait.
But I also think that this showcases that this is a specific topic I've thought a lot about, and I may have a unique or somewhat qualified perspective on it. But the part that fascinates me the most isn't on the writer's side, but specifically the audience's. How does this influence the way we
Alpha.
consume manga and anime? Like I said earlier, I've been talking a lot about this new movie, Look Back, an excellent adaptation of one of Fujimoto's more popular one-shots. The two main characters who are exploring their relationship with art are named Fujino and Kiyomoto, Fujimoto's name being an obvious amalgamation of the two.
Sure.
A lot of the discussion I've seen around this movie, especially on YouTube, was dedicated to exploring author intent, psychoanalyzing what different parts represent in Fujimoto's life. And this is where the anonymity becomes really interesting because we have so little insight into that life. As someone who's written for a Dungeons and Dragons podcast and released music, discussion around intent and symbolism is often both incredibly accurate and shockingly off base. Some people guessing exactly what the intention was, and others reading into things that are completely off base. But that's the cool thing about art, it's meant to be interpreted. And I think manga and anime has such a cool opportunity to engage in that. Because outside of the art itself, the author's so removed. There's less of an opportunity to come in with established confirmation bias, projecting preconceptions about the artist over the art. I just think it's really...
Oh, so we're saying manga's like this, you know, manga and anime, we don't really know who makes it like we do with the great George R.R. Martin, and we see him do interviews and you read into everything, his personality, and you say he's supposed to be Sam because Sam's fat, and he's supposed to be Quentin because Quentin has a fat nose and something like George did when he was younger. And Quentin also avoided the war just like George did when he didn't go to Vietnam and instead became a conscientious objector. True, and when everybody says Shinji is Hideaki Anno because Hideaki Anno's dad didn't say he liked anime.
You know, I'm just trying to think of any manga authors that I've ever seen interviews of, and it's only...
Kentaro Miura.
No, I was going to say, like, I guess, like...
The one right before he died.
Which was the
only one he
Yukimura
ever
kind
did.
of tweets out answers to
does.
things sometimes, but...
It definitely gives me an impression of the dude.
Yeah.
Where sometimes I'm like, oh, he's just trying hard, but he, who cares if he fucks up? You know, he's just
a nice guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it does make me think he's a little stupider than I probably would have thought if I didn't see his tweets.
Well, yeah. I mean, you same with when you saw Robert Eggers yesterday, right?
Oh yeah, we watched a Robert Eggers video and he was just a boring dude with a lame voice and he wasn't scary or anything. He was like a happy guy. I
Yeah,
thought he was gonna be a brooding dude with a dark beard or something.
that's usually how it goes. The best thing that I read that already. His talent of uploading 4-hour VODs. His talent of making such engaging content on Destiny's channel, which I
Isn't
don't
the
actually
criticism
watch,
usually
so
that he edits too much? What's Spoony Barber talking about?
I don't know. I haven't watched a Destiny video in a long time. Real Fujimoto fans know he's fallen off. True,
This
Miller
guy.
is. No, you mean Miller the Killer? My God.
No, me.
What was Bro yapping about? Fujimoto is his real name. I think he's confused him with JJK author Gege Akutami.
Well, I just think he was trying to point out that we know so little about Fujimoto that this could be a pen name, but obviously you could say that about anything. But also mangakas, sometimes that he did show the Full Metal Alchemist girl who did have a pen name for a little while because she had to hide that she was a lady.
What's the manga where? Oh no, Demon Slayer, right?
Berserk.
No, I think it's Demon Slayer where people speculate it's a lady, but there's no
Yeah, I just
confirmation.
thought for a long time it was a lady. But
Yeah.
somebody said that after the fact. People say that about Jujutsu Kaisen too, though.
That's kind of crazy. Wonder if it's confirmed yet. I think they you know what? I talked about it on stream like 2 years ago, or however long I've been streaming.
Well, I'm gonna fill up the water bottle, Leary, while you're talking about the great Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I just love Demon Slayer so much.
Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer.
Who knows? The author uses a pen name to maintain anonymity. Isn't that crazy? Also, Fujimoto wrote a short article about the theme behind Look Back. I do vaguely remember something like this. But how do we know Fujimoto wrote it? Oh my god. I mean, I'm not going to be able to find it. You know what? I am going to be able to find it because I'm sure it came out in the past month. Doesn't look like it. I have no idea.
Plot holes are the
Be interesting.
Alright. Now, what do we do until Kyle gets back? Oh my god, there's someone... I'm currently watching a show called Citrus, and there's someone in the Discord server called Citrus. That's crazy. I guess if you're here, then you just got a shout out, because your name happened to line up with the show that I'm watching, so congratulations. Oh, I have an alarm going off, of course. Oh my goodness. You'll never guess what it says. It says to have creatine. Okay, guys. Alright, let's just do a hoodle. That's what I do to fill my time these days. Weekend special. Attention, attention. Error 1 systems initiated. I don't know what this is, but I haven't seen it, so... Can it tell me the answer? What is this? It has, like, audio and stuff?
Yeah. The checks are complete, Elite RE. No issues found.
Kidnapped by an insane computer. Wait.
Been kidnapped by an insane computer.
So David Tennant.
Been kidnapped by an insane computer.
This is so much better than X Content Cop.
What is David Tennant? I mean, some cyber Rise of the Cybermen? No.
Cyber.
I got no idea. We don't want to waste time on this. You can vote on the very prestigious Anime Awards. Well,
Did either of us watch any anime that came out this year?
absolutely. I watched Look Back.
Oh, great.
A movie finally wins Anime of the Year. Soy. We watched Mushoku Tensei. Oh, great.
I'm sure that'll be nominated.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look.
Later, he's an idiot. He's not logged in on this PC, so he can't even see anything. Access my Reddit username and sign up data. Maintain access. I enter.
Oh my god.
I love Redditors. I love Reddit. Reddit. I love Reddit. Reddit.
Okay, let's just see if we know any of these. Dun dun dun. I haven't seen a single one of these. Free Rent. I've seen Free Rent, so we're voting for Free Rent. Okay. I'm sure
Free
it'll
Rent
probably
surely
actually win.
needs more votes.
Movie of the year. Well, obviously Look Back. I'd be shocked if that.
How is
doesn't
that
win.
Heron movie there? Didn't that come out like 3 years ago?
The Boy and the Heron or whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows? Short of the year. I haven't seen any of these.
One Piece fan letter.
Wait, I know this from TikTok. It's like a. I see these things on
Crazy.
TikTok. I didn't know it was an anime thing. Oh my god. One Piece fan that are true.
Your mother's finna be an anime thing.
Also, no one can see this anyway. I feel bad, you know. The people in the audience, they can't see what we're looking at.
They did.
They should see this.
Oh, so you didn't put that on
No,
there.
I didn't. They couldn't see it.
Oh.
These poor people.
What stupidity.
Yeah. Okay. Plot holes matter actually.
Captain America 4, it keeps getting worse from the movie cynic. That's a big one.
Plot holes are the narrative equivalent of termites in a wooden house, undermining the structural integrity of the building. But unlike termites, there's this weird pushback against bringing up
What movie is this? This looks kind of cool.
plot holes, something nobody.
It's not Pirates of the
Plot
Caribbean,
holes are the
right?
narrative-
Hold on. We're already framing this video in a very ciclet fashion, where we're talking about how people get mad at you ever bringing up plot holes. Like that's the standard. When obviously the opposite is true.
True.
Plot holes are the narrative equivalent of termites in a wooden house, undermining the structural integrity of the building. But unlike termites, there's this weird pushback
But why do
against
they undermine the structural integrity of the building?
bringing up plot holes, something nobody in their right mind would do for something so structurally compromising for any other man-made construct.
That is kind of a crazy thing. Like people love bringing up plot holes. Like it's like who
Well,
has
it's because
ever...
he's trying to settle a victim narrative. I would have done this in one of my own videos.
But who is? I mean, what is the community he's thinking of? Like
Well,
people
the
like
people
us?
in his comment sections after he's complained about plot holes in his videos, and it's like 3 or 4 guys, but he's really mad because they got 18 thumbs up.
Interesting.
Writers and fans
Click on
often
his channel, Leary. What are we doing here? Get some
True.
context.
Oh, he's bigger than you. Oh my god.
What?
Yeah.
We start from the death of Western. Hold on, did you click go back to that? The death of Western culture. He's a Nazi.
I don't even know where you were looking at. Oh, Mufasa. Okay, well. Oh,
That
let's
great
finish.
African movie. Wait, I was looking at that.
but their presence is a glaring
What?
flaw.
No,
that
click on
contributes-
it. I'll hold down.
Wait, is this the guy from Challenges?
No.
Oh, okay.
How to write comedy. Oh, that'll be a good video. The themes are pretty neat.
Molo.
Go by popular again.
Hmm.
Because I wasn't looking last time. The True Story of Davy Jones, the great
yeah,
villains in
again.
the Pirates of the Caribbean. Didn't we watch that video
I don't remember. Maybe you
about villains? No, I feel like we definitely weren't sitting here, but I feel like we were. It was one we watched on yours.
I mean, is this the one where we learned about the Transformers thing? Or
Yes,
whatever?
yes, that's the thumbnail.
Villains understand is a horrifying.
Yeah, I
This is
vaguely
the
remember
guy.
this. I don't remember what I thought about it.
I want to watch this Western culture one.
I gotta watch.
I'm
No
gonna watch
way.
this one.
Leads to the integrity of a story. A plot hole isn't just a cute little oversight that can be brushed under a rug. It's a fundamental
Why
failure
not?
to maintain consistency in a fictional world.
Exactly.
When a
Why
plot
is
hole shows up,
consistency important? Can
It's
we get
not.
any definitions here?
No, it's not important, but it is.
It doesn't just harm one part of the story. It calls into question the stakes, the characters, the logic of the world, and whether the writer even knows what they're doing.
Why
Let's
does it
start
do that?
Because it does.
with the most
Do you
obvious
think we
problem.
got any groundings here?
What do you mean? It makes sense. A plot hole ruins the integrity of the story, right?
See, this is not good because I'm currently playing a lead RE in the story and he's trying to be kind of entertainment, but he's just not wacky enough.
I just don't even understand your point. What are you trying to say?
I'm not getting baited
It's
by
not
the
even making any
chuckle.
sense. I mean, what he's saying makes perfect sense. That a plot hole would ruin like the when you watch a story, you're buying into it, right? You need to believe what's going on. And if you're taken out of it because of like the hole in a plot where you're like, that would never happen. This doesn't make sense. I don't believe this.
So, literally, what you're saying is it's not whether or not a plot hole actually exists that matters, it's the perception of a plot hole that matters.
Yeah, but they're like correlated, you know?
Not really. Not
Yeah, they are.
necessarily.
They are, yeah.
No, not at all.
That's what this guy's gonna say.
It's a
anyway,
fundamental
but-
failure to maintain consistency in a fictional world. When a
Baiting
plot hole
the
shows
leader,
up,
you can
it doesn't
read
just harm
stuff
one part
and
of the
shit.
story. It calls into question the stakes, the characters, the logic of the world, and whether the writer even knows what they're doing. Let's start with the most obvious problem: stakes. Stakes are the backbone of any story.
True.
They tell the
I
audience
love
what's on the line, why the
stakes.
characters care, and
I
why
was
we
eating
should care.
steaks before.
But the plot hole can obliterate stakes faster than Taco Bell obliterates my ass. For example, if we know that Thanos could use the Infinity Gauntlet to wipe out half the universe, but then they show sorcerers could cut off arms with their portals, the stakes evaporate. Oh wait, that's exactly what happened. Why should we believe anything matters when the writer clearly hasn't thought through what's actually important?
All those people, they were enjoying the great Infinity War, and then, man, a guy's arm got cut off in a portal, and that breaks physics or something, and why didn't Thanos just wish for more food, guys?
True.
A plot hole tells the audience that the rules of the
And then this guy gets frustrated because he brings all this up, and all the people are like, "What are you talking about plot
And
holes,
these
man?"
mindless zombies, Leary, they're just in the cinema cheering when Thanos gets taken down.
Yeah.
story are just made up on the fly. So why should we invest emotionally? Then there's the issue of character integrity. Plot holes can
I hate all the talk about this. Like, everything he's saying is very annoying to me. Like, emotional investment, like, this has anything to do with logic. and the stakes, assuming that's anything that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Look at Luke Skywalker. Oh my god, he's so old.
Can destroy any sense of
Spoilers.
consistency in what
He
characters
does look
can and
old.
what
I
fans
don't like
do,
that.
what's in character for them, or what they supposedly value. Imagine a character who could vaporize others effortlessly, but then struggles to fight against a normal guy without any weapons.
This is so true. We hate Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh, wait. Not only is that lazy writing, but it also makes the character seem like a complete idiot. Or worse,
This logic shit, it really is the sign of a retard.
No, he's kind of right.
I want to kill myself.
It makes sense.
the writer has no
It's a
respect for the
fucking
audience's
movie.
intelligence. If characters don't behave in ways that align with their established personalities, abilities, or motivations, how are we supposed to believe any element
Think
of
in
their
a play, like if he was watching a play, like the two characters would walk out from stage over there, and he'd be like, "Why'd they just walk out of the same space? What am I supposed to suspend my disbelief?"
Yeah.
That would seem
Also, the
hypocritical.
great Ray is on screen. Can you?
Oh, I love Ray Ayanami.
A plot hole doesn't just ruin a single scene. It can
Ray
retroactively call
Palpatine, I
or to
mean.
question every decision that character has ever made. Plot holes can also rip apart the fabric of a
All right. I think we get the point.
Wait, no, I want to like.
Plot holes.
You're getting mad.
Oh my
It's gonna go.
Every story operates within a set of rules, whether those rules are grounded in reality or
So did I.
entirely fantastical. The audience shouldn't have to care if the story involves dragons or time travel, as long as it's consistent. But introducing a plot
I
hole
hate
and
this
suddenly
internal thing that every fucking shitty YouTuber says too. The logic must be correct internally. Kill yourself. How about
nothing
that?
makes sense. If the rules of the world can be ignored whenever it's convenient for the plot, then why bother having rules at all? It's like playing a game where the ref changes the rules halfway through. It's impossible to get an understanding of the game. Shouldn't we understand the plot of the film? Isn't the goal to have a cohesive narrative? Fictional worlds rely on internal logic to function, and a plot hole is a grenade tossed directly onto that foundation. And let's not forget how plot holes can easily affect the audience's believability of what's possible.
That's what I was saying.
When a story
You're a
contradicts itself,
retard,
it's
too.
impossible to trust anything the writer is trying to convey. Let's take a quick look at Indiana Jones and the depraved delusions of a mangy mangold. In that film, Indy gets shot right in the chest near his heart. People claim that he was shot in the shoulder, but that's clearly his chest. But we know from the previous films in the series that being shot in the chest is fatal. So let's be honest with ourselves, this is a flaw. This film disregards what is or isn't possible with regards to physical limitations.
Your character just folded.
You gotta be
Alina,
honest.
You fucking little pussy.
It's honest. He's right.
I hate that sometimes Alina is retarded, so I have to buy it when he pretends to be retarded sometimes.
Humans.
Oh my God.
Some defenders of this train wreck use the excuse that this is the series where Nazis have their heads explode because of a god box. A guy withers away because he drank some water. And a communist disintegrated because an alien gave her the light skin stare. But just because magical entities exist in this world,
Was that a
does not
racist line? The light skin stare?
Maybe.
it's
Or is it
easy for
like
writers to
light as
disregard
in
basic facts
eyes?
of existence without putting the legwork to justify it, because that's just cheating. Plot holes make it impossible to know what's real within the
Not
context of the story,
cheating.
and the uncertainty can kill any chance of immersion. We might as well just assume Indy can grow wings and fly around the world, since
He can't. There's no way that
he apparently gained the ability of superhuman healing between
Well, just because like one plot hole is introduced doesn't mean this guy gets to introduce like as many as he wants. That's ridiculous.
Now, this is where I have to vent one of my biggest frustrations in media discussion. Plot holes are often described as not that big of a deal or necessary sacrifices for the sake of storytelling. Oh, really? So we're just supposed to believe that the writer's inability to maintain basic consistency is somehow an artistic choice? Plot holes are not quirks, nor are they features of the story. They're a glaring neon sign that tells us the writers
So much
don't give a
intention.
fuck. Writers who
Yoder! I haven't seen
This
that
guy's
one yet.
spoiling the
He's
damn
so old.
sequels. Oh my god.
No, I had heard about that, but I did forget about it.
on the
He
street.
helps
This is a video by
Luke out or
pretentious
something.
YouTuber Patrick Willems, a man whose entire personality
Helps
is...
him out, he does.
In this neurotoxin of a video, he argues that plot holes don't matter, and honestly, it's one of the most annoying attempts at defending lazy writing that I've ever seen. And one of the most
Not
damaging arguments-
lazy writing.
I mean, writing should have effort put into it, right?
No,
Otherwise, what's
I
the
don't
point?
care. I nearly fell for it
Anyway.
again. Just did you just? I'm gonna kill Lena Reed. As a writer myself, I see it this way. Sometimes, why does everybody? This is like a byproduct of the React videos, literally, where everybody has to reintroduce themselves as an expert. Citizen Kane is said to have a plot hole in that Forrester dies alone. So how could anyone have heard his foul words? In the end, kill yourself. Yeah, oh, in the Revenge of the Sith Red Letter Media video, they were talking about Citizen Kane.
True.
You weren't listening. You were in here.
Alright.
Everything.
Anyone who claims plot holes don't matter or plot can be torn or any plot can be torn apart cinema sin style is an
This is
infinite
actually
turn-off for me.
really interesting
Mhm.
because it's the counter jerkwave, but it's like the seventh jerkwave. Because for a long time we've criticized CinemaSins as literally the devil, especially in media criticism space. But now it's swinging back because this guy's representative of a groundswell from guys like Mauler, etc., etc. So it's happening.
My gut reaction was to say, well, any plot can be torn apart cinema sin style. But then I realized the issue in Cinema Sin's execution, not the concept of criticizing plot holes.
We got a heart.
That's why I prefer Cinema Wins. True. Have you ever watched the Cinema Wins?
Nope.
Bit of fun. It's a shame a certain group of people annoyingly pissy go fun please when someone points out a certain plot hole regards to the whole site.
True, we're
Seems
just
like they're
having fun,
projecting.
guys. We're just having fun.
Yeah, you're right. As always in this video, plot holes do matter. It's annoying that so many people say otherwise.
You guys need to start commenting that type of stuff on my videos. I want to watch that Mufasa video for like 2 minutes.
Maybe.
Or
I don't
30
know.
seconds,
We'll try
whatever.
a little bit.
Mufasa the Lion King is the death of Western culture. I genuinely cannot fathom how a few months after the brilliant prequel story, Transformers 1, somehow we got something that does everything it can to curb stomp the life out of the Lion King. Probably one of the most formative films for
I didn't give this movie like an 8 and said it was pretty good.
The new one?
Yeah, this one that just came out.
millions of people around the world. It might seem like a bit of a bold claim to say it's the death of Western culture, but I actually believe it is. America is the biggest cultural exporter in the modern day. Not to say that other countries don't contribute, since our culture comes from around the world, but the reality is that popular culture is the longest lasting culture. I was in Mexico years ago and I heard some guys talking about Spider-Man No Way Home, discussing their theories for the future of the MCU. I don't speak Spanish, but I was able to understand enough of what they were saying. I know people in East Asia, Oceania, Africa, South America,
Oceania, that's us. Oh my god.
and all over the world who
is
consume some
us.
element of American culture. The truth is, Shakespeare didn't have a lasting cultural impact just because he wrote great stories, but because he brought affordable entertainment to the masses. So forgive me for being a bit pissed off that a mainstream blockbuster, the type of content that has the biggest impact on our cultural expectations
Sure.
on the broader landscape of media, happens to be a self-cannibalizing cesspool of asinine garbage. In The Lion King, we're given a stupidly simple yet effective story. The evil brother of the king manages to kill the king and nearly kills his nephew, the prince. The prince grows up and returns
So
to
it's not the death of the Western culture because it's about not white people. It's just because it's bad, and that means
Maybe
we're
we'll see.
exporting bad.
Also, what is this? Which Shakespeare story is this? Where the evil guy like kills the king and that is it? Macbeth?
Othello. It's not Macbeth at all, right?
Isn't it? Well, it's not the evil guy. It's like they kill him intentionally. No, I'm thinking no. I don't think there is one.
Well, Othello is like the dude that's sleeping with your mother killed your dad, and then you're gonna try and kill him. But I think he didn't end up killing anyone in the end, or something. That's Othello,
Okay,
right?
I don't remember.
Or is that Hamlet? Which one's Hamlet?
Hamlet is the one with the guy with the name starts with an I or something.
Odysseus.
No,
That's older stuff.
no. Oh my god.
Odysseus, he walked into the thingy until his oar looked like a
Hamlet
shovel,
and
and that's when
villain.
Captain Flint knew that he was
Claudius. That's who I was thinking of.
Claudius. That's a different guy.
Mm.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, who knows?
Remember how
Kill
there's
the
in
king.
Shakespeare there's a character called Casca and a character called Puck?
You know, in history, there's a ship called the Ayanami or the
Theseus?
Mikasa or something. I don't know.
The great ship Theseus, and if you take one plank out, when does it become a different plick?
Is he only going to talk about high-budget blockbuster movies, sci-fi, fantasy movies?
Well, they're popular movies that he probably watches.
He should make a video about the plot holes in Macbeth and why a C-section. Wait,
Oh my god, Funny Baba
Oh my God.
message.
did he realize that they? I don't know. I wonder why. I
He
couldn't think of any
misspelled
reason.
something. This is embarrassing. Funny
Maybe
Baba.
we almost read it out, Pretty Baba. Oh my god.
You can vote.
Um,
How? Nobody's been commenting on any of our great stuff
So true.
right
We
now.
only got 3 viewers.
Oh my goodness, we fell off.
Here we go. He should make a video about the plot holes in Macbeth and why a C-section shouldn't allow Macduffs to defy the witch's prophecy. True.
I don't remember that far into Macbeth, I'm going to be honest.
There
That
were
witch
witches,
made him
weren't
do
there?
it. There were witches at the
Yeah.
beginning, and Macduff is the good guy, I think.
Hmm.
But I remember the DuckTales episode parodying all the Shakespeare things, and obviously it was McDuck. That's
very
classic.
funny.
kills his nephew, the prince.
God,
The prince
DuckTales
grows
is
up
such a
and
good fucking thing. I opened it before I came, Elitari, the day before it was open on Disney Plus. I was going to start watching it again.
What?
DuckTales.
Oh, DuckTales. Okay.
returns to reclaim the throne on Insane Kingdom. Simple, easy to remember. The
That
villain,
song,
Scar,
yeah.
is implied to hate Mufasa for being the bigger and cooler brother, jealous of the life he lives. Obviously, being a king is a responsibility, something Scar doesn't recognize, which Simba doesn't recognize at first as well, which is the
love
first step of the
plot
arc to becoming
recap.
responsible. And of course, the 2019 remake takes that framework and does absolutely nothing with it. Doesn't expand on the characterization, doesn't take the plot in a slightly different direction.
But we're
Instead,
not
just doing
talking
things
about
shot for
that.
shot.
We're talking about the 2024 film.
So remakes are bad. I guess what the
Probably.
point is, right?
Well, no, this is a whole new story. This Mufasa movie just came out like a few months ago.
But you just said they did the same thing.
But yeah, I don't know why he's talking about
Because
the.
it's like live action. right?
Well, I'm waiting for him to get to Mufasa. Is the point?
I thought that's
It's
what
a
we're talking
ridiculously
about.
lazy tech demo, but hey, at least the prequel to that film had the
Are you
potential to
baiting
add
me
something of
again?
worth.
Hmm.
Scar got cucked, and that's why he's evil. Yup. Sarabi and Mufasa fall in love after the
Remember that lady we watched the video on, or was that just me? Called about getting obsessed with cucked stuff in Monica. That was crazy. I always think
Oh, I did watch.
I think
watched
about
her
that
stream
so
it,
much.
yeah.
Like all the time. I think about like whenever the word cuck is brought up now, I just think of her video and being like, people actually like
I thought he just said cut.
cucked. I think.
No, he got cut because he's got a scar on his face.
I heard the word cucked. You know what?
Only a cuck would hear the word cuck.
Let's see. I've been hearing that word a lot.
We did see
today.
that word in Madoka and Challenges a lot.
Things shot for shot. It's a ridiculously lazy tech demo, but hey, at least the prequel to that film had the potential to add something of worth. Scar got cucked, and
all right.
I'm just such a not cuck that I couldn't even hear the word.
Yep. Sarabi and Mufasa falling in love after the course of a few days was enough for Taka, Scar's original name before he became Scar, trying to get Mufasa killed.
Getting cucked would hurt more than getting cut, you know, so I understand the great Scar.
Alright.
But also, Scar's gay? What the fuck?
Crazy. Damn,
so that channel was pretty terrible. He did
they're
an
a small
interview.
Channel, okay.
Ladies and gents, we have an incredible guest joining us today.
Oh, it's always
Jim
fun
Kirk.
when one of these
Many
like
you know him as the
edgy
creative mind
YouTubers gets to interview like a guy that did something and they cuck out entirely, and there's like,
But this isn't even that edgy. I mean, so far it's just been like standard plot. Like,
well, he's insulting a lot of things, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, let's see.
And try to get a sense of like what would it be.
He
to
sounds like the guy.
Capture the feeling of those old classics to kind of come up with it.
Yeah, I mean, I've the only franchise I can really think of that comes to mind that comes anywhere it has any like overlap with Pirates of the Caribbean is like the Indiana Jones movies. But even those are more geared towards like adult audiences rather than much more family friendly stuff like that.
This meeting
Two movie franchises we know a lot about.
Lit by not being too.
Oh, Rango was a fun movie. I watched that when I was a little kid.
And in large part, it is the design. It's so alien.
I'd watch Rango again. I should add it to my watch list.
Coherence.
Oh no!
It's like the best sci-fi movie of all time.
It's one of the ones Alita really likes. Little does he know that guy hates the.
No, he will
diversity in
love
Hollywood.
it. Wait.
World's End. He's also the writer and director of the mind-bending indie sci-fi film Coherence and a key contributor to the.
Whoa, that's kind of crazy, actually.
I bet that movie sucks.
It's a really good movie.
Any piece of media you work on in general.
I think
the
it's
one
like,
that was on my watch list.
If I'm remembering correctly, I think all the dialogue is like improvised or something.
Is it the one at the table?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh well, I'm most proud.
Maybe some of the dialogue is improvised.
Movie I made called Coherence because that was just made in my living room and you know just with some friends, but that ended up getting
it's really
somewhat attention around the world, so I can't really complain. But that's probably what I'm most proud of. I just recently completed another show that was.
I was proud of a 2013 movie, right? Oh my goodness, it's like 12 years old.
So you can't be proud of something?
No, I figured he'd been making like a million movies since then. He's involved in Pirates of the Caribbean or something. I don't know.
Ladies and gents, we got to do the know for the many creative story.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, would you change the voice? Oh, it's back.
Oh my god! I'm eating dinner. Bro's eating dinner.
Didn't we already watch this one?
It was 3 months ago.
Eating out of cups like that is weird. I don't like it.
Bro is literally dinner maxing. You literally got me eating dinner before GTA 6. How does that feel? Like, bro, I think I'm KSI out here. Eating those lunchleys, bro. I want those lunchleys so bad. I went eating dinner time. I went to lunchleys town, and everyone knew me.
Why is it on so sped up?
But like, eating dinner won't pay the bills. But if you
Eating isn't cute. She's supposed to do cute things.
You're cooked. You're cooked.
Cooked?
It's hard, not gonna lie.
Cooked.
Oh, cooked.
I mean, it's kind of overrated. Like, we have to do it like 3 times a day. But,
Apparently no.
if you're not eating dinner right now, consider yourself an op.
Apparently No Way Home gets worse with every time you watch it. I want to watch that.
Absolutely not. We can find better videos. These are boring.
I want to learn about
They're
No
just
Way
like
Home.
standard, plot stuff. We can find interesting videos.
David Lynch on why he prefers digital to film? What? There's no way he thinks that.
Alright, wait. The prophecy is that Macbeth could only be harmed by someone not born from a woman. Supposedly a C-section counts.
Oh.
Well, yeah, to be birthed is to come out the vagina, I guess, right? Like definitionally or whatever. I don't know. You guys should take Polaroids and put them on the wall. True.
Well, he already takes photos of me when I'm not looking.
And so does Kyle, apparently.
No, David Lynch.
Yeah, let's see. Rest in peace, of course. Right?
R.I.P.
Yeah.
I wanted to react to a David Lynch movie. Alita already said he would never do that because he hates this poor man just because he doesn't want to watch things on a fucking telephone.
Yep, that is true. He insulted me. I don't respect him anymore.
Along the way, I fell in love with digital video. And
is he doing a bit? Or is he...
No, he doesn't do bits. David Lynch is way too autistic to understand a bit.
Okay.
Is he talking about like YouTube videos? Do you think that's what he means?
Is black and white imply like the 1900s or like is it just...
No, he's like... It wasn't
2006.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's cool.
I fell in love with digital video. And now I love digital video. And I'm through with film.
You're moving to digital video?
Yeah.
Why?
This seems like a joke.
It's not going to be a joke.
Okay.
Huge amount of reasons. Even though I love film, it's a dinosaur. And everything about it is a dinosaur. And it's soon to be gone pretty much forever. It happened in sound first. Tape, analog is so gone, you can't even get a roll of tape.
By the way, 1 year after Revenge of the Sith. Crazy.
Hardly. And everything's digital. Same thing with image.
The photochemical process to
A dinosaur, dead. Completely ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it scratches, it breaks, it's dirty, nothing but dirt on it, and no blueprints are the same. It's a nightmare. You can hear
Fucking
the
he's the
projectors
greatest
chattering.
of all time, this fella.
It's a nightmare.
He wasn't doing a bit.
There we go.
I just love
No,
it.
he's not.
I love it,
Yeah,
I love
it's
it, but
not.
I don't want to go there anymore.
I mean, how is he so smart in this regard and so dumb about the smartphone thing?
Because he hates telephones.
But why does he like changing the whole thing about filmmaking?
Because it's convenient
It's in the
to his
name.
film.
Okay, well, I
It's
guess.
convenient to what he does. It's like it allows him to not have to redo takes that are really good.
So it's a very selfish thing.
Well, so is everybody, you fucking moron.
I mean,
Didn't
not
we
in
have a
re-
whole talk about this in Nosferatu?
Did we?
It was in one of the things we talked about.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. It's so sad. When old men can't adapt to technology, it's so sad. He was so young back in 2006,
50%.
you know?
He's 50% the way that Sinner.
he was.
Oh no, that's not
Yeah.
Sinner. That's just a girl that looks like her. It's just shitty husband color.
Mm.
Oh, Daff. She's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, we're gonna watch.
Oh, look at that one. You know that girl?
Should I?
That's Riley Reid, the famous porn star.
Oh no.
Emmy Rue.
I know Emiru. Yeah. She's
Click on it.
She's Ms. Kiff's roommate.
Oh, this is that Bobby Erndorf guy. Not anymore, really, right? She's got her own
Is
house.
that-
Yeah.
that's
Oh, it's with Andrew Santino, that funny guy from that one podcast.
All right.
On liking Dune, he hates Dune.
Why do you think he's joking? Because it's firstly like just the way he's
discovering the internet.
How do you even explain?
In 2006, you didn't know the internet in 2006.
It just looks like he's on the verge of laughing. I don't know.
The internet is amazing, and it's so strange to me that
Well,
it
maybe the
wasn't there.
phone thing was out of context. What did you see? A 3-second clip?
That is true. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. On a fucking telephone. Yes, full clip.
I mean, this probably isn't even the full clip. But
He's a little older here.
The movie on.
We want the full thing, okay? What is this interview, you think?
Hey, I know he used to do like a web series or something where he'd read the weather, and that was like a funny thing. Inland Empire.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the iPhone thing.
I started to dream.
He does
and
this
some
for all of
scenes
his
came.
movies. I've seen multiple
And
clips of somebody
those
saying, "Please
scenes,
tell me about this," and he'll be like, "No."
And other ideas came into Inland Empire.
You described it as a film about a woman in trouble.
A woman in trouble, yeah.
There's probably not a woman in the movie.
You know, I always say this: a film is sort of like a book, and books
True.
get written.
It is
and-
true. Hold on, pause this, because
Mm.
there's that Blood Meridian book that I was obsessed with for a few weeks. Just started
Mhm.
reading earlier. Famously, Cormac McCarthy would, ever he's asked about it, he will not elaborate on anything about what anything means in the book.
Mhm.
So this is something that authors, I think, do a lot. And if David Lynch is about to say he's like an author and he doesn't want to explain things,
Mhm.
it is kind of cute. I did kind of like it as a concept. Like if Isayama didn't come out and say, "Man, I hate my own ending," then these fucking idiots would shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
And if this dumb Oda hadn't said he liked this Netflix thing, everybody would hate it, and we would all live in a good world.
Mhm.
So, you know, authors need a shut the fuck up challenge.
And the author maybe passes away, so you can't go talk to them and say, "What did
The author is dead, you could say, right? Yeah.
you mean?"
I killed him.
I'm duly chastened.
No, I don't mean that. And
How topical.
Oh, because he's fucking
David's a great
dead.
film critic, and people have a right to analyze the thing and say what it is for them, and to criticize it one way or another. It's
Individual
beautiful.
interpretation. He's just like you, Lidori, on every point.
Yeah, he's so great.
But I
Now
really
we can
believe a
watch
film
Mulan Drive after.
should stand on its
It'd be
own,
great.
and there should be nothing added, nothing subtracted, and you work a long time to make it just so. And it's a very precious thing. Every film. So.
And your shitty explanation in an interview is obviously not going to capture the feeling in which the point is supposed to communicate. So shut the fuck up. God, he's so genius.
Fair enough. But maybe you can answer this one. Where did the title come from?
It came from the story.
That's pretty smart.
In most clips, he's not that self-aware. I guess it's the crowd that's helping him be self-aware because they're giggling at him.
All right, let's just watch this.
Now, if you're
Wait. If this came out in like 2008, I'd be like, okay, I get it.
It's probably like
Okay.
2015, I would say.
When
probably.
did? Okay.
This movie came out in 2010, I think. I was looking on his letterbox earlier. Let's see if I got a memory. 2006.
So, assuming the DVD would come out like a few years later, you know what?
No one's watching it in 2006. That's not possible in 2006.
Wait, do you think it has a Wikipedia?
Yeah.
So what is this?
The most
from-
famous director of all time. 2007, right? Oh no, that's the soundtrack.
There's no way people were watching stuff like this on their phone back then, right?
When did
with the
movies-
2023 Blu-ray? No, okay, wait.
The movie on a telephone.
Wait.
It's so funny that he calls it a telephone. It's the greatest clip of all time.
Well, back then, if it is 2007, it's not that crazy.
Old people still call it telephones.
That
If
is
you
true.
track them down today, it's a genius. And also, it's just because he edits it on a giant thing and tests it, and so he like does certain design elements to look good on a big screen, and he's mad about it.
True.
You just don't understand the hubris. No, that means bad thing. The hardship of a filmmaker, Leary, and your arrogance in being a viewer disrespects his great perspective.
That is true. I
But apparently
design all my
time-
YouTube videos for mobile screens.
I would
love it.
never.
Yeah.
If you watch my stuff on mobile, you're disgusting. The Ebby is here. Well, he's jealous he's not here.
There's two people. There are two people. True.
Now,
Wait.
if you're playing the movie on a telephone,
That's if I watch a movie of his, I'm absolutely watching it on my phone. There's no shot I'm watching this on my desktop. But
I would never watch a movie on my phone. On your computer. You're calling me.
All right. Let's see.
Now I'm here to
if
get
you're
him out.
playing the movie on a telephone or on your computer, you will never in a trillion years experience the film. You'll think you have experienced it,
Jesus.
but
Sure.
you will be cheated. It will be a week. You'll be experiencing weakness.
Just looking into my soul.
An extreme putrefaction of a potential experience in another world. So don't let your friends or some television advertisement trick you into accepting weakness. It's such a sadness. Power.
Like, this is good comedy. If he's doing a bit, it's like
It's not a comedy. It's a genius. He's passionate.
Everything has been worked on to be a certain way. And if you don't have a setup for your films, it's a joke. It's just the most sickening, horrifying joke. And this world is so troubled.
He's
And
tried so hard. And you're
it's
undermining
such a
it.
sadness that you think you've seen a film on your
Fucking telephone.
Get real.
Get real. Let's look at the comments.
Firstly, he absolutely includes computer in this. That's crazy.
He doesn't have a computer.
What does he
He's an
even
old
mean by
man.
that? Like, I guess what he's saying is that the theater experience is so much better.
It is
Like,
true, because what's a TV like in 2006? It's probably a CRT. It's not gonna look good on that either. But he did say tricked by a TV advertisement. But that is interesting. Does he only want people to watch his movies in theaters? Like he doesn't
Has
want
to be
any
what he's
DVD
saying.
sales or anything
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah. Also, this came out in 2025. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's like
2 days ago. Yeah.
It's died.
Like, hi, Mr. Lynch.
The last
All right,
sentence
all
is a
right.
bliss. True.
I love that he calls it telephone. True.
I'm not like YouTube comments. I come up with original things.
And he's not wrong.
All the
work
work
people
of all
put
the
into
people in all the
departments.
departments that go into the creation of everyday film is watching is almost entirely when you reduce it just a few degrees of your visual field and reflect it audio dynamics.
You know how you make it more degrees of your field of view? You put it up close, all right? And then it takes up your more than like an actual cinema screen would. And it's great. And you got more pixels and everything. It's great. We're gonna do, yeah, okay, all right. Anyway, we get the point.
This sucks. You should have found an older version because this is just all rest in peace comments.
True. Well, they're all going to be memes anyway. What? Okay. What do you think is doing? Kyle, how much of Blood Meridian have you read? I've read 2 chapters.
First of all, Silly Pill is reading it. Crazy. Silly Pill, this book is not for you. It's too violent and stuff. You're just a little boy. Silly Pill, tell us your age again. Is it still 17? You don't like it. I've read like 3 pages, I think. Silly Pill, have you seen any? Have you just heard me talk about it? Is that why you watched it? Or started reading it? That's interesting. Because obviously I got spoiled on all of it because I watched the whole Wendigoon video. I did talk about it in Nosferatu somehow.
True.
Shut up, Illyria. It was on point. I talked about Five Nights at Freddy's too. That's interesting. I just got to the end of the judge's introduction, I guess. But that's interesting. 2 chapters. Because at the beginning of the chapters, they tell you what happens in the chapter. So I'm trying to figure out what happens by the end of chapter 2. But I don't remember, so... Sealepill's ahead of me. He's just me, but better, frankly.
Damn, Sealepil, you just
reminded me that
reminded
Cormac
me,
McCarthy got cancelled too recently. 2, apparently he, there's a diary entry. This guy's already dead, Leary.
Yeah, I figured.
Of him having a... First of all, he only died like 3 years ago or something.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
The book came out in the 80s. It's not that old, Leary. Apparently he has a diary entry talking about how he had like a 13-year-old lover or something.
Wait, when was this guy born? Like in the
1930 something.
Oh Jesus, okay, yeah. I really what for? And then okay, an underage mute.
Yeah, he described it as a mute.
Yeah, oh lovely. Or what the fuck? There's two people. True. He took a 16-year-old girl to Mexico with a forged birth certificate and slept with her.
I thought it was 13.
Well, I don't know what I thought Kyle looked like. Well, here you go. When he was 42. That's got to be in like the late 1900s. My god, not good at all.
Yeah, later.
But that's not it. Where's Kyle sleeping? On a blow-up mattress that took a bit of effort to blow up. My main issue with Ari watching films on his phone isn't the screen too small to see all some minute details? Just look at it close. My god. We have retina displays, you know, thanks to the great Steve Jobs. David Lynch was so stressed by iPhone watches like you, Ari, that he smoked every day,
which led to his premature death. Good luck robbing us of a legend.
Yeah. How old was he?
Like 70, no, like 82 or something. No,
78. That's a decent.
He's pretty young.
No,
he's gonna die soon. Now look up Cormac McCarthy.
His interviews are funny. Okay,
I see it.
Cormac what?
McCarthy.
What am I looking up? His age?
Well, yeah, it'll just come up. Why did you do that? So yes, he died. Oh, he only died last 2 years ago.
It's kind of crazy.
I
do wonder.
He wrote The Road, Elite. He wrote.
Do you think he said anything? Oh,
yes.
He's absolutely going to be in support of it.
Of course, he's old, Elite.
He loves technology though, pushing the frontier. It has.
He likes movie technology.
George is a character, okay, and this was 9 years ago, 2015.
He's friends with David. What's his name?
He's friends with Steve Jobs. Okay.
No. Steve Jobs is fucking dead. However you want to watch it, you can watch it.
How do you feel
Stephen
that you watch
Colbert.
movies on phones? How does it make you feel that I could watch your greatest achievements on?
Look, I know people that get apoplectic about it. You know, oh God, it's got to be on a giant screen. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. I said, look, I make movies for the big screen.
Making fun of
That's
the
what I
great
do,
man.
and they work best on the big screen. If you want the full experience, you see it in a good theater with a good sound system, with a lot of people, and it works the best there. If you want to see it,
How
on
long ago? Oh, he looks like
9 years
61 in this, but he's actually like 70.
He's 80.
Not 9 years ago.
Sorry, he's 81 or something, right?
That's fine with me. You just don't get the same experience. And, you know, you can't sort of tell people where to watch movies, especially in the future. So you just have to accept the fact that people are going to look at it however they... toward the end, with television and all of a sudden in the ancillary market, I said, well, why don't you make it so that it's more friendly to the ancillary market, you know, for TV screens?
True, remember we watched a video complaining about how Netflix shows all look like that because they're designed to be watched on phones, and that's why they look bad?
Yeah.
If you want to see it really well and have the full experience, you got to go see it in the theater. But you can buy the DVD. You can do it that way. That's fine. It's just not the
You
same.
certainly have put out enough versions of your movies to buy them. I
what's he
think
gonna
I've got
say?
6 different DVD versions of your movies.
Yeah, well, everybody says, you know, I only changed it once. That was for the special edition. And mostly it was
Wrong.
technological.
Wait, where's the logical? What did he say?
For the special edition. And mostly it was technological.
Oh, technological. Okay, yeah, true.
He's literally lying there, Chad. We looked it up while we were doing our
Dislikes
discussion.
is David Lynch. True. All right.
I want to watch the Force Awakens one.
I mean, let me think. He's gonna say, you know, they tried something. It was like
They didn't want my ideas. They did their own thing.
It's not my thing, but it's
God
their thing.
bless them. I've moved on from Star Wars.
I don't like to talk about it. You know,
it was like a divorce.
What are your hopes for the new Star Wars movie?
Oh, it's not even out yet. I guess
9 years
2015,
ago.
right? Yeah. He's gonna say, oh, it's their whole. I'm letting them do their thing.
What is your
JJ's a
new
good
hope for the
director.
new Star Wars movies?
Isn't it funny that if you watch this, there's like no indication that it's old?
Yeah, true. That is true.
Because I remember I had this point with Revenge, right, where I was watching it, and it's like a 2009 show, and besides whenever somebody brings out a mobile phone, everything looks the same. Like even the laptops look basically the same.
Yeah.
But they would. It would
I mean,
literally
there's
be a
minor
flip phone.
things. Twitter, but
True,
like other than
but
that, it's
yeah.
like like even Instagram looks basically the same.
Because if you look at like something from, maybe not. Like if I was to watch something from 1981 and then 1992, it probably looks the same to me. But obviously, if I like watch something from 1993 or 2004, I guess it would be 2002, right? That's going to look a lot different. And then 2002 to 2011 is going to look different.
True.
But I guess it's like just HD, right? Probably that's like the defining factor.
Yeah, almost certainly. Yeah.
Really are headed to a new franchise.
Well, you know, I hope it's successful. I hope they do a great job. They've, you know, the original saga was about the father, the children, and the grandchildren. And I mean, that's not a secret to anybody. It's even in the novels and everything. But the children were in their 20s and everything, so it wasn't Phantom Menace again. But so I'm hoping, and they've taken it in a different direction, and I'm hoping, I'm excited to see.
Wrong.
They didn't use my sword.
Palpatine's
I have no idea what
daughter.
they're doing.
Have you looked at any of the teaser trailers?
I have seen the first one, the other one that came out today. I just saw what was on CBS, but I'm going to try to look at it. I want to see it on the big screen.
True. Do you think he did?
What a fan. We love the great George Lucas. He's never shit-talked anybody.
I'm curious what year the Clone Wars movie came out. It was like 2008 or something?
Ay.
So it was 2008.
Star Wars The Clone Wars started in 2003?
No, there's 2 series. There's the Gendy Tartakovsky one or whatever.
Click on this.
This is an interesting one. You'd probably
this
like
came
this
out
one.
while the movies were happening.
Yeah, it was between episode 2 and 3, I think.
Oh, but they're like 6-minute little shorts or something.
Yeah, they compiled to like 2 hours or something, I think. You'd probably like this, from what I've heard.
Like, is this influencing the movie? I feel like I should have watched this.
No, this is like a slightly alternate canon, I think. I think
it looks like Total Drama Island or whatever.
I mean, it's meant to look like Samurai Jack, same guy, I think.
Oh.
But yeah, this is a good looking show, by the way.
Looks ugly.
I mean, like all the season 5 stuff looks really good. But all these, oh my goodness, it's so cool. Anyway, crazy.
And then the other one is like the CG monstrosity that you pretend to like.
Yeah, the Clone Wars TV show. Oh my god.
Ew.
Oh yeah, by the way, Ahsoka, right?
Looks just like that girl from the thing that Elite Ari keeps saying she doesn't look like.
Ayla
the same
Secura.
race.
Was like
She's got tentacle hair. Tentacles.
Shakti.
Not this girl. What about the girl in Jabba's hut?
You know what?
God, it's all David Lynch and George
It
Lucas.
is, yeah.
Are they going to be on screen together? Anakin kills her.
What the hell is this?
It's Skywalker.
Oh, it's like a fan edit or something.
Wait, where's the actual scene? Revenge? Oh, here. She's like in it. It's like a whole thing.
Sorry, Master Kenobi. I failed.
I thought this was Ahsoka. When I first heard about Ahsoka, I was like, oh, she was in like that deleted scene or whatever, but no.
General Kenobi.
When is this?
On the ship. Oh my god, he's so evil. So
That
yeah,
was
like
evil.
Yeah, he's like pretty crazy. But it was
Oh,
deleted.
sad.
It's not even canon anymore.
Thank God they cut that.
Yep. Okay. Okay. That's not it. Kyle, main issue. Did you enjoy sightseeing?
I barely did anything.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't do anything. I walked for 6 hours at not for 6 hours, for 6 kilometers, and then I vaguely saw the Capitol building, and I vaguely saw the War Memorial, and then I went to a shopping center, and then we went to the movies.
True.
So I have learned nothing of Canberra.
Yep, you know as much as I do, I guess. But no, I get you can zoom or hold it closer, but isn't there like minute details you miss altogether because they're small? No, you see more because you can see the whole screen at once. It's great. I mean, David Lynch made a very popular TV show. I don't think he's got anything against TV.
That is true.
Yeah, true. When does that come out in his like filmography? Like, I don't know anything about
it's the early 90s, but Eraserhead comes out in 77 or something. So he was already a film guy. But I think Twin Peaks is like his most popular thing. Yeah, see, Elephant Man, Dune. He made Dune for it.
So, well, these are films.
Because that's the Twin Peaks movie.
Okay, yep. So when's the...
Oh, you scroll past it. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Twin Peaks, 1990.
Because it's 2 seasons, but he doesn't like season 2 or something because they kicked him off.
Yeah, so he'd already made 4 movies before then.
Yeah.
Or 5, yeah, 4. Okay, interesting.
See, we've won Elite Ari over a little bit with context. He'll never disregard anybody out of context ever again.
You read it, you reading it prompted me to go into the city and buy it. The only thing I know about it is that it's the darkest American novel or something. Surely it can't be that bad, though. It's words. True.
I don't know. Yeah.
So all
I'm
ideas.
gonna find out. But it's
I am now 18. Wow. Yeah,
don't be getting any
congratulations.
ideas, Elite Ari, I'll tell you what.
Darkest American novel, probably.
It's true, that's the title of that Wendigoon video.
Crazy. And
You should look it up and look at the thumbnail, Elite Ari, so we'll have a reference for it.
Have you ever been to Dubai?
No, I have not.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell are you in Dubai?
Traveling.
Just YouTube search Wendigoon.
Oh, I thought it was like the... Wait.
This is one of Turkey Tom's friends.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like the conservative...
Yeah, he's the one of that video that... he might not be
What am I
go
looking
popular,
for?
it's his most popular. No, it's not. Oh my god, there it is. This one.
The story that we are going to be talking about today
The greatest terrible book ever
and
made.
terrible stories that I have ever read. It is
Look
said
at
by
this
many
scary
to
guy.
be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, American novel ever written, and by others.
Did you ever watch the Nosferatu trailer?
I think so at some point.
Oh, okay.
That's the scary judge guy. Look at him. He's a little scary.
To be one of the most brutal and evil things ever put to paper.
The unfilmable book, they call it, because there's been like 3 attempts to make a movie.
It's like Berserk, right?
The unadaptable,
Yeah.
yes,
Someone
with the
who
great
has read
shades.
the
But there's a movie coming out. We go see that movie when it comes out now.
The Berserk one?
No, the Blood Meridian movie, and it's made by the guy that did The Road, I think, which is another Cormac McCarthy thing. Of course, you know about The Road.
Yes.
And
No,
what's
I
the
don't.
other popular one that he got made into a movie? Not There Will Be Blood.
Mm.
No Country for Old Men, Alito. You've heard of that one.
I saw someone mention that in the chat somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Without spoilers, do you think it's more violent than Berserk?
Well, yeah, from the description, it's much darker and more violent than Berserk. Berserk is not... Am I at the point where I'm saying Berserk is not that dark or violent? Oh, yeah, is Berserk that dark? The Eclipse is pretty fucked up, huh?
It depends on how much you believe it to be realistic, I guess. I don't know, like...
That is true.
Yeah. It's like, it is very dark.
Berserk's
yeah.
gonna have a happy ending. I guess I don't want to spoil the book.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's without spoilers. Not sure how you answer that without spoilers, but yes. I see nothing that bad really happened yet. A couple of eyes squeezed out or whatever. Now I want to read more.
I think you've gotten up to the first, like, a really bad part, which is when the Apaches ride down on them for the first time. I think that's probably before the end of chapter 2. It might be later, but maybe not. So you'll find out, I guess.
Beware of the judge. He was smiling.
He was smiling.
Have either of you watched No Country for Old Men?
That's the movie. It's a very popular movie. We could have reacted to it. But no, I would want to read the book first, because you know I'm a big book guy now.
Would you watch it? The movies we watched?
Nosferatu. You can watch the video on the secondary ENT channel, probably right after this.
Yep. Bought a plane ticket. That makes sense. That's how you get to Dubai, right?
Mm-hmm. Stop.
Okay.
I didn't tell you how it ended.
Mm-hmm.
This video is really good. I watched it all.
I doubt it.
Both sides.
It's just recap, but that's the best video sometimes.
Because some of the uniqueness of the story is how it lays in your mind. As with any story, the unseen
This
element
guy,
is
he does have a good way of speaking. He's just like this southern guy, like how it lays in your mind. That's pretty funny, huh? But a lot of it, I haven't watched any of his other videos because they didn't see. I nearly watched the Dante's Inferno.
Wait,
one.
this isn't the JFK assassination big React meme, like everyone's stealing his content. It's not this guy, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But it is like, oh, this is a scary thing that happened. Let me tell you about it. It's supposed to be like a horror channel. No Country for Old Men. Look, there it is.
Wow, crazy. Hypnagogic archive. Oh my god. Oh, it's this. Oh my god.
Yeah, Susan.
Junji Ito is an artist of which a lot has been said. Even if you've never read one of Ito's works, I guarantee you something scary that you like was inspired by him. Some of the most thought-provoking and interesting concepts.
This guy's also like 25 or something, even though he looks like he's 35.
Places of the human mind are Ito's doing. To the degree that when people say things like Japanese know how to make the scariest.
Okay.
He's just a guy.
Blood Meridian is definitely not the darkest novel ever. It's not beating 128 Days of Sodom.
Sodom is like the place that blows up in the Bible or something.
Just the darkest American one. How
These
could you
Americans
quantify this?
don't know anything.
This is like saying this is the best story ever told. Or
That has not happened yet. Okay, well, Sea People don't know nothing.
Oh. Okay. What now? Ugh.
Asking 50 celebrities what they do for a living. I've seen that shot before, and like half of them are porn stars. Click on, let's watch it. That girl's a porn star.
What do you do for a living? Maybe you know the Black and Orange website.
What are you doing on my property?
The great Jake Paul, of course.
You're actually serious.
I suck for
She had a better answer.
Actually a retired fitness model.
That's the annoying, unfunny comedian guy.
He was on Equals 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's on wrestling a lot too.
I think I seen you on Grindr. I'm a gymnast. I go to LSU.
Let's live with your mom and your father.
The great Shaquille O'Neal.
Alright,
He's a funny
oh!
guy. The great
I was about to
Joe.
click off. I was like, it's too much comedy, but...
Married to Jill Biden. I make YouTube.
Oh,
He's got the, oh, your favorite guy.
You already know. Yep.
We did.
Who is that?
But she's a very popular porn star.
Oh.
She's also like, she is on a lot of YouTube videos too.
Oh, I do know this guy, because my friends got into the racing thing or whatever. He's like a race car person. I think.
How the leader you not know who Sky Bree was? Do you think he was lying?
Plumber.
Oh, they're both porn stars too.
Raise children.
What does it look like I'm doing? I make people happy.
She's Australian, Theory.
This guy?
I can't see him.
Sell me this pen.
I'm the Mexican
Oh,
minister.
no.
All right. Who do you think is the most famous person that he'll talk to in this?
Well, Joe Biden, obviously, right?
Is it?
Well, yeah.
What if it's like Obama?
Jake
or something?
Paul. Well, yeah, Obama's probably more popular than Joe Biden. Jake Paul would definitely be up there. John Cena probably.
I mean,
would be
Mr.
too.
Beast is like.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't.
Yeah,
Even
and The
count
Rock.
him.
The Rock was pretty popular.
The Rock wasn't in there.
Yeah, it was. Am I crazy? Yeah, The Rock.
It was Vin Diesel.
No way.
Click on it right now.
It
Fucking
is.
idiot.
That's insane. I don't know why I thought it was The Rock. No, was there also The Rock?
I feel like The Rock might have been in this
Oh, no,
video,
that's
but
what
it's
I said,
later.
wait.
There was- Oh, literally knows the male porn star.
Because it was. I just read it out.
What
It
a
was
little
there.
gaybo he
It's
is.
right here. Johnny Sins. I just read it.
So were all the other
Accused
ones.
of men of espionage.
Sell me this pen.
I'm the Mexican minister of defense. On scrambled eggs.
Jordan,
He looks
he's
like
pretty, he's
the
pretty
David
famous.
Lynch guy.
They're British. I don't think David Lynch is British.
I'm Paris Hilton.
Well, we used to be boxers. I fought Floyd Mayweather, but he never paid me.
True. Oh, man, Skin.
What is that?
That's a band.
Oh. Oh, that's the famous TikTok guy. I think he's the most followed on TikTok or something. Ever heard of him?
I've never seen this guy in my life.
Actually, wait. What is the... Is he the first or second? And I've just never... He makes like videos where he like laughs at things.
Quinny Barber is asking why do I know so many porn stars? I swear to God, I will do a quiz and get all of them right.
Mm.
Do you
Yeah,
think there's a
he
quiz,
is.
Aliri? Can we do a quiz? Can we do a
We're not
horrible?
doing... No, we're not.
Why not?
Chevy, I got Buicks, I got RVs.
I drift cars for a living.
Who's that? They all have very fancy cars, huh?
Actor?
Actor.
Not a single thing I recognize.
Is it English? Oh, they usually tell you in their little wiki thing what they're most famous
James
for.
Bond or something. I don't know.
She was a Bond girl back in the 60s.
I don't know. Nothing.
Caligula? Oh, that's a famous, like, real porny movie.
Mm.
But Caligula was the third.
The Tempest.
Shut up. Caligula was the third. What are the Caesar era of Rome called? But he was the third one. Well, actually, he was the fourth one if you count Caesar, I guess. Because then there's Augustus. Then there's Claudius. Then there's Caligula. Then there's Nero.
Mm-hmm.
No, Claudius is after Caligula, huh?
Queen Elizabeth.
There's another one there. Saturnius or something? Saturnius?
That's one of our chatters. Oh my god. Remember Saturnius? Holy.
Okay.
I work in the adult.
Oh, Lena Paul too.
Alright, so
Wiz Khalifa.
Cougar Hunter and a
Who was that guy? Oh, that's a rapper. He was on Miskiff stream one time. Young Gravy.
Bitcoin?
Yeah,
Bitcoin.
well, I don't know who this is.
motivational speaker. You got a mother in your life?
Get money. What do you do for
DJ Khaled, of course.
He doesn't eat pussy, chat. Remember that?
And he really likes seafood. Tell him to bring out the whole ocean or whatever. It's
That's
great.
funny because
Yeah.
mimicking
that
that
funny?
because seafood and because vagina smells like fish, Alita.
Oh, okay, very funny.
Do audiobooks count as reading? Alita is about to get
He
smacked.
is incredibly smart, so obviously it will be.
Well, his argument is probably going to be, well, reading is a different exercise to just listening.
No, the argument's going to be like, in both cases, you consume the information, and actually, audiobooks, you can just consume them while doing other things, and it's even better. And
No, you can't.
he's
You
gonna
can't
say.
focus on two
That's
things
how,
at
that's how I listen to all my audiobooks. I play games, then I listen
And you
at the
don't
same
know
time.
a single thing about anything.
I was quoting the Revenge of the Sith novelization, okay?
That you'd read that at some point in your life for real, right?
No, I just read the audiobook. I read all of Mushoku Tensei in audiobooks.
How are you? I know that, but you read that when you were old. How old were you when you read the Revenge of the Sith novelization?
Maybe like 5 years ago. That's
embarrassing.
Okay.
I imagined a little Alita 12 years old reading the great novelization that they had at his school library for no reason, and he's
Absolutely
the
not.
only one that's ever seen it, and he's mad, and he's...
Nope. The only books I've read are the most only books I've read are like Harry Potter. That's the ones I've read with physical books.
I read them all. Heart of Darkness is in my bag over there, chat.
Yeah, waste of space. You know, I just have the little...
I love
audiobook.
the space.
Alright. Oh my god. Lemino, that's right. How does Kyle
Oh, yeah.
Does Kyle Dobbs instead of denying true?
Why would I deny it?
Good morning.
Alright.
I like to be informed.
It's Tuesday. If my voice sounds a little thin, it's because I spent all day yesterday recording the Everything is Tuberculosis
That's like us today, or you today.
Well,
in
after
particular.
challenges, because Leary didn't say a goddamn thing in this goddamn review.
This audiobook, which I'm really excited to be narrating. Audiobooks are one of the ways in which I feel extremely old. So this is a little alarming, but my first book, Looking for Alaska, came out almost exactly 20 years ago, and back then the world of audiobooks was much
There needs to be a video, and I'm too lazy to do it, but it needs to be reading every YouTuber's book part 1. It'll have 1 billion views. What do we got? Nerd Writer's got a book. Lindsay Ellis has a fiction book. That Semblance of Sanity guy's got a book. This guy's got a book. Vsauce has a book. You get them all on it.
Does
You
Vsauce
review
have a
them.
book?
I don't think so. I feel like I watched a short one time. He said, "This is my book." And did you know that if you hold this thing in the corner will corner?
You know what? He probably does have a book.
different. Like, we mostly called them books on tape or books on CD.
Letterboxd users are terrible people.
They came in boxes. And, like, I remember maybe a few months after Looking for Alaska came out, my editor called me and said, there's going to be an audiobook. And I was like, that's amazing, mostly because I was getting paid $1,000, but also because it meant that an actor was going to perform my book, which
is it an AI video, you think? Talking about AI doing the audiobook narration and...
No.
It could be.
It's just an incredible feeling. It was as close as I...
Oh, no, then he's going to say, I have to do the narration because he's just said that at the beginning. Okay.
Ever expected to get to a movie or TV adaptation. But, like, back then, it was a very small business. Most books
Wait,
never
did
came
he
out
do a
on
fictional book? Oh, this idiot wrote The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah, exactly.
audio. And if you ask me if, like, audiobooks counted as reading, I guess
Why is he
I prob-
pretending to be a YouTuber when he's a rich guy?
He is a YouTuber. Well, you don't know this guy? Oh,
This guy doesn't have a... Of course I knew the YouTuber that got a movie made. But why is he on a... This is a set. He's lying to us right now, chat.
True.
They can't see my pointing. This is a set, chat. This is a set.
What are you pointing at?
Well, because pointing here doesn't do anything. They don't understand. So I should... Oh.
Yeah, this is like me and my digest when I point at the thing sometimes.
It's just an incredible feeling. It was as close as I ever expected to get to a movie or TV
How
adaptation.
little my fingers are, Leary.
That's so sad.
But my palms are pretty big, huh?
Yeah.
But, like, back then, it
Fingers
was a
are
very
really
small business. Most books
Especially
never
these
came out on...
ones. Look at this. It's really skinny.
You can copy your fingerprints at this point. All right. Great.
Here it is.
audio. And if you asked me if, like, audiobooks counted as reading, I guess I probably would have said, maybe I've never thought about it. But at the time, I certainly worshipped at the altar of written language as written language, you know?
I'm starting to get there. Me and CeeLo pilled. Except he's doing it better than me.
What is, like, the distinction? Why is it? Like, why is looking at a word different than hearing the word, I guess?
Because you probably have to focus more to read, right?
Why?
Because it's harder than listening.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Complexities and nuances.
I'm sure they could do tests on this, right? I guess because, you know, when you're in like grade 6 and your teacher's like, different students are different learners. Some are visual learners, some are...
That's not true, right?
Learners. Well, I'm for the sake of my argument right here, it's true. You dumb little fuck.
My understanding is it's not true. It might be.
I feel like it has to be true because I feel like I would learn so much more like when the history teacher would do a lecture and just babble on about history stuff because I was like, I've never heard anything cooler than this right now. I don't want class to end.
But that's not even what you're saying. You're saying like visual learners versus...
Well, shut up.
Okay, yeah.
But if I was supposed to read this book, I would be like boring. And if we're in a fucking war on interrupting a leader, you would say, well, aren't you just making my argument, idiot? And the answer might be yes. But, you know, reading and sitting down and something... I don't know. It's just the romance of making it look like you're reading. And that makes you feel like an old cool guy. That's why I read. It's all about aesthetic. That's why I'm not watching something on my phone. On my fucking telephone.
As reading, I guess I probably would have said, maybe I've never thought about it. But at the time, I certainly worshipped at the altar of written language as written language, you know? I thought there were all kinds of complexities and nuances that simply didn't translate to audiobooks. Of course, I didn't yet
I guess it
realize...
is... a big thing would be, like, especially for a fictional book, like... setting the pace as you read is probably a big part of individual experiences, but if somebody's reading it to you, they're setting the tone. Also...
It is different, yeah.
Yeah, you can, like... I guess it's...
Like, there's some things you can only do in audio, some things you can only do visually. Like, they have exclusive different things.
There are things that you can only do in books, right? Kind of.
And
there's
audio.
like the... Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But the book thing is harder to define, I guess, because it's just on a page. But you could, like, if a word was written upside down or something, that would obviously invoke a different thing. If it was on a letter or something, looking at the visual of the letter, if it's a picture. Or if, like, even if you do something more wacky where it's, like, one of those books where it's, like, flip to page 3.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I remember Digiro talking about a book that was really interesting that was like that, where, because most of those, because there's like those choose your own adventure books or whatever, where it's like, if you think it's like a question, and it's like, if you think the answer is 64, go to page 73. But if you think the answer is thingy, so go this. If you get it wrong, you go there and you get like a death screen. But if you go to the right one, you got to go to the right one, and eventually you'll find the thing. Now, obviously that falls apart because you can just be a kid and like rummage through it and go to the finishing page or whatever and see the mystery or whatever. Those books are really cool. I'm spitting today, Leroy. Can you believe it?
I can believe it, yeah.
I spit on him once. The those books were cool. My mum probably threw them out. We had like 4 of them. They had really sexy like covers. Not sexy as in sexy, but sexy as in they were smooth and they would like harsh colors and everything like that. But Digibro in that video was talking about like an actual narrative book that was like that, and I'd be like, oh, that's kind of a cool. It's like because they like meta things like that when Fujimoto goes out of the frame to flick a guy or whatever. So I would probably love that. What were we talking about?
Many things about audiobooks.
Yes. What the difference is.
Yep. Okay, John Green was an author before he was a YouTuber though, and he's great.
So he's a loser.
I tried listening to the Dune audiobook while just playing Minesweeper, and I'd still zone out. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I would.
Well, I am very good at it somehow. So
you could like you could rewind, like it's just like a YouTube video.
That's his house. He's been in YouTube since 2008.
It's not his house. It's a set. It's a photo and he's on a green screen.
Does Ari think there's any difference to streaming a song and playing a record through? Yeah, I mean, of course there's a difference, but like
I wouldn't think there is like that's not a difference that concerns me at all.
No, that is
an audiobook does.
Like obviously there is a difference. Is the difference meaningful? Like I don't think so. I mean, some people would be able to.
Because some people do say like, oh, it's only like the only good quality is if it's on a vinyl or whatever. I have no idea why that's the case. It could be
because
bullshit.
any other subsequent thing would be a reduction in information from the original, right? Like if
people don't record on vinyls anymore.
Well, yeah, if you're not recording on vinyl, then yeah, of course it's not going to be the
like
same.
modern music will get printed on vinyl, and people will be like, "Oh, I got the vinyl."
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense to me at all. But yeah, audiobooks don't let you insert your own intonation and tone into the characters. Yeah, I guess that's what Kyle was kind of saying.
I'm a genius.
Yeah, it's also really annoying if you zone out for a second and need to manually rewind. I mean that's true, but
just gotta have better tools.
Yeah.
But that happens when I'm reading too. I'll like read a paragraph and be like, oh, I got to go back and read that paragraph because I didn't understand. And sometimes you guess, but it's actually good because then if you keep reading, you sort of understand what the thing you didn't understand was. It's yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, true. It's easier to control with your own eyes, you know.
House of Leaves. That sounds familiar. Have over and look that up, Leary.
Right, House of Leaves.
As
What
a
does that
book,
mean?
I got to write this down.
What am I looking
Dracula. I got to read Dracula now, and I got to read House of Leaves. House of Leaves is the debut novel.
Whiskey.
It is translated into number language. Click on this, see if it says it's like a type of novel. I've always brought this up on stream. I don't know if this has been in the Elite RE era, but there used to be books at school where it was like a 12-page book. It was a picture book, and it was like a house, and it was like 20 levels. No, it was probably like 11. And then there was the sewer underneath. And like the narrative played out on the same house, and it was the same picture, double page spread each time, but like it would progress. So one of them, like the guy on the 6th floor was building like a rocket ship to get to the moon or something. And by the end, he like blasts off and takes half the building. And then in the sewers, there's like a little animal there. And then eventually there's like a crocodile infestation, and it like keeps building after. There's got to be a type. And that's like, there was a few books like that we had in our like library. And I want to know what like that type of book is so I can look it up and try and find those books again. So chat, if you can help me out. My chat back in the day was fucking useless. Miller the Killer didn't know a fucking thing. Debut novel, companion piece, The Whalestone Letters. This novel is written as an epistolary. Click on this. Is this what it means? And metafiction. Epistolary fiction.
Oh yeah, epistolary. I don't know.
Is a novel written a series of letters between fiction? No, that's what Dracula was. That's where I recognize that title, but that's not what we're looking for. So we need a better descriptor. Hold on. Written monograph recovered from the something. The narrative heavy use of more perspectives as footnotes cover the same. Sorry, families. It's not telling me.
What are you looking for again?
Well, because I want I want the name of what you call a book that does the flipping pages thing. I'm assuming there is a name.
There's a ChatGPT question.
This is typo.
What do you want to know?
Type of book that you read non-linearly. Is that a good way to describe what the fuck I'm talking about? That's what you're describing is a non-linear narrative. I don't know. I guess House of Leaves. Unless Puni Barber is leading us astray. A non-linear experimental narrative is often referred to as a multivocal or fragmented text. That kind of seems like it makes sense.
I don't know.
Yeah. Go back to the answer.
Wait,
No,
let's try.
Hold on, I
something.
was reading.
Wait.
Where is it? Where are we up to? Or fragmented texts where a story is told through the combination of different narratives, footnotes, and layers of storytelling, often overlapping and contradicting each other. That's just kind of like a perspective narrative. In House of Leaves, the structure itself becomes part of the experience. The text may be upside down, sideways, arranged in a way that makes you physically interact with the book in unusual ways. You have a piece of the story together from multiple perspectives, including a narrative within a narrative. This kind of book is sometimes referred to as a postmodern novel or experimental fiction, where the traditional rules of storytelling are broken. Okay, I guess postmodern novel and experimental fiction are what I got to look up. Aww.
Oh, okay. Look at that. All right.
Now we're trying to figure out another thing, right?
What are we figuring out?
I can't remember.
You know, Nosferatu only adapts less than half of Dracula.
Yes, we talked about this vaguely in the thing.
Hello, Yours says Ghost Tab. Hello. That book really fucking drags by the end, though, so it's for the better. Okay.
But it seemed cool at the end because I read the ending.
You're thinking of pop-up books, Kyle.
No, because pop-up books are the things that pop out, right?
Yeah. Epistolary just means the narrative is just people's letters. True.
Oh, the picture book idea. Book of only pictures that tells a narrative throughout, but it's always focused on the same house. The house drawing throughout probably would have been more specific. A visual narrative of a wordless picture book is told in narrative.
Give an example.
I can't remember, but it's about a big multi-story house.
But it's about a big multi-story house.
No, literally, that like rings a bell. Look at the pictures. No.
What is this? Does it even exist?
It doesn't seem like it, huh?
Yeah, I just made something up.
Your internet sucks, Elite.
Why?
Wait, scroll down. Does she have like images? No, these don't look like these are a little too kiddie. I think one of them had like a girl getting undressed, and so sometimes we'd fight over it because Lamel.
Wait, the house doesn't exist. The invention of Hugo Cabaret.
No.
This is why we can never trust AI. My God.
Destiny was right.
Yep. All right.
I wanted to find this. The house in Fata Morgan of fucking course.
I'm sure it's a meme for something. I don't know. Okay.
I really wanted to find it. I guess I'll have to ask ChatGPT
I mean,
by myself.
We can try the mega crazy smart ChatGPT. Let's go. One with advanced reasoning. What do we want to ask it?
There's this book I read when I was a kid, which featured maybe it was an apartment building, Elite.
Yeah.
That in which narratives developed on each floor throughout the dozen or so pages.
On each floor? What?
For a dozen or so pages or something.
Yes.
What else would describe it? The drawing of the house, or the drawing of the apartment building, was identical on each page. Just the contents inside changed. Inside and outside. That's the best of my memory.
Okay.
It's thinking, everybody.
It is thinking.
So House of Leaves sounds like this. So everybody remind me to write this down when I get home. When did it come out? Oh, 2000. It's like a modern thing. Is there a link for postmodern books? Everything postmodern is good. Well, that's just going to be post. Oh no, it's literature specifically. What are some examples? Don Quixote. That's a book I didn't buy the other day. I don't know what it does. That's so.
Still thinking.
See, he's gonna get it. A visit from the Goon Squad.
That's kind of crazy.
Destiny got a visit from the Goon Squad. That's why he did that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Is that funny to you, Leo?
Yeah, it is. You're thinking of pop-up books. I read that already. The House in. I read that. Do you mean like closed room or single location books?
No, because the defining feature is that the house is like, bring up Paint, Leary.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. If you want to be a
Nope,
loser,
we don't want a fancy one. We just want a nice.
So,
okay.
like, this is the double page spread. There's a house. No, it's like the whole page.
Okay.
It's like here.
Let's draw the book. So does that have 2 pages?
Yep, it's a big book.
Okay.
But they're like, you can't really tell the pages. So the apartment building would be here, the whole thing. Well, there is things on the side because at some point there's like a mob outside.
So I'm drawing an apartment building here, like something like this.
Well, it would be the whole.
Oh, it goes across 2 pages.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's like floors.
Yeah.
There's like 8 or 9 of them. And on each floor is a different narrative because different characters live on each floor. And like there's an astronaut guy. I feel like there's like boring people in the middle. They got their little own designs and it slowly changes and maybe the people inside change over time. Changing Times by Bob Kerr, Leopold says Leary. Maybe we should go tab over and look at that.
Don't worry, it's thinking. Okay.
Investigating titles, piecing together. But yeah, it's basically this, and if I see it, I almost guarantee I'll recognize it. It was in my grade 5 classroom. It was also my grade 6 classroom. I had the same teacher 2 years.
That's kind of
It was my favorite teacher ever, literally. I was very sad at the end of grade 5. I was depressed the last 2 days. You know, this is probably where my being depressed at the end of things came from. Because I was like, and then on the day I got picked up early the last day of school, and I was kind of sad about it. And then my mum told me that she just talked to the teacher and that she was going to be teaching us next year again. And I was so happy.
Yeah.
That was one of the, you know, when you're fearing something and then you just get a resolution for no reason.
Yep.
You get those very fewly in life. That was one of them.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
True, but did you look up the Sea Leopold one? Because he's got 2. Why does the new 2024 Nosferatu have a mustache? It's because he was originally Vlad the Impaler and he had a mustache. They talked about this for about 5 minutes in the Red Letter Media video, where they were making fun of people making fun of the movie for the guy having a mustache. Cool. I have no idea why he wouldn't have a mustache or why this is an important thing.
Wait, that's a person. Wait.
Changing Times by Bob Kerr. No, but it almost gave me a shock for a second. Can you look up a PDF? Because maybe it's just...
I'm not looking up a PDF on here.
Oh my god.
I can't believe how long this is thinking, though. This is crazy. Oh
my god. If you just go on images, maybe it'll come up. Sometimes you can preview it on Google. Like, it kind of looks like that front one. Like, but it's not. But it kind of looks... Oh, no. That doesn't look like it at all. So it's not that one, but The Apartment Block by Leo Hattas over here. Let's see if it's the case. I'm excited. Is it going to be it? Holy shit!
Is it? Oops.
Yes, maybe?
Well...
Click on it. Try and make it big.
Sure one. Sold. Okay, wait.
Yes, because it's got the sewers, I think. I think this might be it. I feel like that might be the book I used to have in my little hands, Leary.
Why does no one have pictures of it?
Well, it's going to load.
There was only one. It's only that.
See, that doesn't quite look how I remembered it, but that's... Oh my god, somebody else has got... this is the thing. You know what's crazy, Leary, about the porn thing we were just talking about? The tip of my... The only subreddit I'm familiar with is the tip of my penis, where it's like a porn star they can't remember and they describe it. That's crazy. That's like a rip-off of a real thing. I should have known that. Oh my god, you got all the pages. It's not exactly how I remember it, but it's close enough that I think it might be real. Yes, I remember that guy taking a shit, and I remember that old lady getting brought up on the side. Go to the next one. I remember this girl. She gets brought up, and they're like going to get her in the house later. And then if we scroll, at some point somebody's going, oh, and this guy's gone to the moon. Oh no, he goes to the sun. Okay. Yes, because that's a sun suit. and then he floods it, and then look, he explodes. This is the
crazy.
book. This has been a mystery for the last 5 years of my life, and the
Wow.
great Silopill has discovered it. I don't know how. He got it
Amazing.
before shitty ChatGPT,
can't
but we have to
believe
wait and see
how
if
long this is
ChatGPT
thinking for.
got it. This is crazy. How did you find it? What did you look up, Silopill? Explain yourself.
Impressive.
What did I say about Blood Meridian that made you want to read it? I'm curious.
Do you think maybe he saw the same Reddit post we just saw?
That's crazy. That's possible.
Funny.
Look, it's like what?
Yeah, that was close enough. Yeah.
I'm good at describing things. I can't believe I just found both those things right now. Now, let's do one more.
Oh, no.
Remember this anime I always bring up, where it's like a Pokemon ripoff, though it's more like Digimon. I think the title is 3 words. I think the first one starts with a U. It was on Cartoon Network in Australia. It had a dub. And the little creatures would evolve and become big creatures by the end. It replayed multiple times. I remember always liking it. And I've looked up like a list of Cartoon Network shows in Australia. And I tried to find it, and I couldn't find it.
All right, describe it again. We'll race Silopill here, I guess.
Anime from the 2000s that aired on Cartoon Network Australia that involved creatures, and they're human, like the humans had creatures, and at the end of the show, all the creatures evolved once. Because it's going to come up with Pokemon, because it's like a Pokemon ripoff, but that sounds pretty unique. Ben 10? No. It was around when Ben 10 was around. We can't ask the smart one, because the smart one's on a fucking brain twist right now.
It's insane. I've never seen it think this long.
I searched apartment book, picture book. Silopill, you're the greatest of all time.
And the thing is, it's like changing what it's doing.
Reflecting on options.
Yeah.
Monster Ranger, Shin Megami Tensei. That would be crazy if it was Shin Megami Tensei, because that's Persona. Anime. You'll because it's a video game series. Holy fucking shit. These character designs and creatures look familiar. Was it Shin Megami Tensei? This is crazy.
Funny, it is.
It kind of looks like it. Like, I recognize those character designs. I don't know if it's just because I've seen them in anime.
Maybe.
Because I remember the main guy had like a Pikachu looking thing. Because it might have been yellow. Monster Rancher, look up that one. But I feel like that's one I've looked up before. See, these all vaguely look
very modern,
kind of familiar. But maybe not.
I vaguely knew about it. Oh my god, it's done. For 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Holy.
Read it out, Alito.
Okay.
It hasn't got it yet.
Alright. Let's put it here. So, a lot of people's first thought, especially if you remember the same picture each time and gradually changed, is Window by Gene.
That sounds familiar, because I did know 2 of these, or a few of these books. I do remember this one too. Yes, the window changes. But this is like way less cool than the book that I am talking about.
Okay, or one of her similar wordless time-lapse books like Belonging.
That's another one I kind of vaguely remember by the same author. This is all coming back to me now. See, it's like a similar thing.
Yeah, sure.
Cool concept, right? The apartment book, it got it.
Oh, wow.
Did it? Or is that what it was called?
However, these shows, those show the same view out of a single window rather than a cutaway of a building or floor. So if you recall multiple floors or rooms visible at once, that's probably not it. The book you're describing sounds more like a cross-section or a cutaway picture book where each page is the same overall image of a house, apartment, block, but the details of the stories inside the room change page to page. A few well-known possibilities of that include Sky High. So
this is going to be the next book I read? Okay, it's more of a minimalist kind of black and white book.
Okay. So 2 neighboring houses start out simple, then page by page complete in adding floors, rooms, so on and so forth. Okay, by the end, the enormous complicated high rises. Okay. The apartment book, sometimes confused with similar titles, so they don't give an author for this one. There have been a few cross-section apartment or house books. Some are more recent, others are out of print. They typically show a big dollhouse style, so it's just like a genre of things. But we would have typed this in and been like, the apartment book. Don't you think this is the one?
Comes up is the one?
Yeah. Some vintage lift the flap house apartment books. So, all right.
This is the greatest day of my life.
So if this doesn't match your memory, then Sky High. Another possibility is it had out of print apartment. So
it would have gotten it.
It also gave us more. how to figure it out. Did it have words?
No.
Were there flaps or lift the door elements?
No.
Did you
There
see
are
two
cool
houses?
books like that too, though. I remember my cousin who was very into books. She had books like that where it would be like a postcard book, and each page would be like a postcard from a different person. It would have a little flap thing you would take out, and all the cards were like differently designed. I'm telling you, these picture books, untapped reservoir for creativity over here. We should all be doing video essays on it.
Very true.
People just want to talk about shitty novels like Blood Meridian. Cormac McCarthy. This guy wasn't a pedophile, I bet you.
Well, I don't know.
Don't speak too soon.
Yeah. Okay.
So do I have to buy this book now, Leary? How much is it on Amazon?
I'm gonna guess $15.
No, I think it's like out of print and it's like $170 or something crazy. Currently unknown.
Of course, yeah.
We'd have to look on a different site.
We're gonna find it. Someone was selling it on eBay, right?
Shopping, go shopping.
Why
it's not even the book.
$10.
Oh no, look, this is that one. You had to put the author in.
Who is it by?
Leo
Oh yeah. It's just not available anywhere. It's out of print. Not bad.
74.
Is this US dollars? Probably.
Yikers.
It's a shame.
I'm sure if I looked at a PDF, it would bring back the memories. So Monster Rancher and thingy. Is it Yokai Watch? I feel like that's one I looked up too, but Elidar, you can tab over and look it up.
Which one?
Yokai Watch.
Where is that? Oh, Yokai Watch.
I feel like Heath was definitely there. You didn't spell it right.
Oh.
Anime, maybe. This one seems distinctly too anime and way too modern. This is from like 2007.
Really?
Well, probably not. Probably like 2008, 9, 10. Because I did see this game, yeah, because it's like a 3DS game. Hold on, let's read from the top.
The top of what?
Well, wherever we were up to. I vaguely knew about it and wanted to read it before you'd mentioned it. And if you're going to talk about it on stream, I may as well read it, you know, okay.
Oh, it's just about the apartment book.
No, this is about Blood Meridian.
Persona is a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei. They had a kid show. I'll send a link. Isn't AI just amazing? True. Did you like the Spot the Dog as a kid?
Yes, this sounds vaguely familiar. We had their... Oh, yes. I used to watch... I watched a bunch of these things. I remember this one specifically. I had like VHSs of this that I would watch a lot. That I would like when I was like 2 or something. The... What? Somebody said something about something. The Persona thing, I'll send a link. Isn't AI amazing? Spot the Dog. Oh, I remember the Find, you know, the books where it was like, not Wally, because Wally was lame, but I had like an ocean book where it was like, find the 7 caterpillars, and, well, because it was the ocean, it would have been sea urchins or something, and you got to find the shit. Those are not caterpillars, it's not a real name. Ocean number seeing book. There was also a book called The Waterhole. That's one we still have. I remember this book.
Yeah, it's a classic. You can feel different textures on it. Oh my god.
What was the weird little creature, Lidari, that was by the Australian guy that always came to the school to talk? Like the Spongevich or something.
No idea.
Spopid. It was a little colourful, like Teletubby looking thing.
I have no idea.
That one's not hard because I would ask my mum and she would know because she used to work at school libraries.
I don't think Pokemon evolved in Yokai Watch. That's so sad.
Yeah, that is very sad.
I played the game as a kid. Shin Megami Tensei D, Children Light and Dark had an evolve once per episode format.
Oh. I could be remembering it wrong. The Shin Megami Tensei thing is crazy because that's like a video game series I've heard a million times.
Well, work about.
What's the time, Illyrian?
Take a guess.
2 o'clock.
No. 2:43.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. You gotta wake up pretty early.
Oh, like 10 o'clock.
Well, let's
There
go.
are also all kinds of complexities and nuances to
Reading.
audiobooks that don't translate to print. Partly because I didn't really listen to audiobooks, and
See,
partly
but you gotta remember everything I want to remember, right? You gotta tell me next stream because I'll forget.
because of this like long-standing bias against them. I didn't understand that a great narrator can bring a book to a new kind of life. Like a mediocre book can become amazing. And yes, if you listen to the audiobook of a great novel,
He's a fan of audiobooks. This is great. We love this.
Remember how the great Jorah author does audiobooks?
You know we
the
should
actor?
Let's hear this. Ready? Revenge of the Sith audiobook. What's like the
My lord, the construction is finished.
What is this? I don't remember this acting. Oh my god.
That was epic.
Show me the bit.
The long
sound effects and stuff.
night has begun.
The long night.
Huge solemn crowds line Palace Plaza in Theed, the capital of Naboo.
What is this?
Survey the growing skeleton of a spherical battle station the size of a moon. But even in the deepest night, there are some who dream of dawn. On Alderaan, the prince consort delivers a baby girl into the loving arms of his queen. And on Tatooine, a Jedi master brings an infant boy.
This is not what I was thinking of. Is this like an epilogue or something?
It's the ending.
In the newly renamed Emperor Palpatine Surgical Reconstruction Center on Coruscant,
there
a
we go.
hyper-sophisticated prototype Ubrikian DD-13 surgical droid moved
Yep.
away from the project that it and an enhanced FX-6 medical droid had spent many days
So
rebuilding.
technical.
It beckoned to a dark-robed shadow.
Alright. Where's the bit I want?
I wanted to listen about these metaphors that we already
destroyed you.
Oh, here we go. This is what I was saying. I was quoting this in
the
our
shadow
discussion.
is his only
Oh
friend.
my
In which
god.
you finally understand.
Wait.
Always love her. You could the world that is hideous.
Oh my god, it's so good. Hey, wait.
Lord Vader. Lord Vader, can you hear me? And you can't. Not in the way you once did. Sensors in the shell that prisons your head trickle meaning directly into your brain. You open your scorched pale eyes. Optical sensors integrate light and shadow into a hideous simulacrum of the world around you.
Simulacrum.
Well, perhaps the simulacrum is perfect, and it is the world that is hideous.
Real.
Padme, are you here? Are you all right? You try to say, but another voice speaks for you. Out from the vocabulator that serves you for burned away lips and tongue and throat.
Padme, are you here? Are you all
Crazy
right?
voice acting. This is crazy.
I'm very sorry, Lord Vader. I'm afraid she died. It seems in your anger, you killed her.
No!
This burns hotter than the lava had.
No, no, it is not possible.
You loved her. You will always love her. You could never will her death. Never. But you remember. You remember all of it.
Wait
You
for
remember
it.
the dragon that you brought Vader forth
dragon?
to slay.
Yep.
You remember the cold venom in Vader's blood. You remember the furnace of Vader's fury and the black hatred of seizing her throat to silence her lying mouth. And there is one blazing moment in which you finally understand that there was no dragon, that there was no Vader, that there was only you, only Anakin Skywalker. That was all you, is you, only you.
So true.
You did it. You
Wait for the
killed
shadow.
her.
It's coming.
You killed her because finally, when you could have saved her, when you could have gone away with her, when you could have been thinking about her, you were thinking about yourself. It is in this blazing
So
moment
true.
that you finally understand the trap of the dark side, the final cruelty of the Sith. Because now you're
So when the hold on, the eye they're talking about is like Vader talking to himself.
What do you mean?
Well, he keeps saying your eyes. No, what's it? What? Because they're saying "I" over and over again.
Aya. Wait, you mean Aya? Like.
Yeah, I know what ire is like a
Wait,
thing.
wait. I don't even know what you're talking about. Wait.
Go back.
only you. You did it. You killed her.
I guess maybe I was
You
thinking
killed
about
her
you.
because finally, when you
Is
could
this
have
the Emperor talking to him, or is he talking to himself?
This is the narrator of Anakin's internal feeling. Like, this is like a third-person retelling of his perspective, I think. When he wakes up as Vader.
saved her, when you could have gone away with her, when you could have been thinking about her, you were thinking about yourself. It is in this blazing moment that you finally understand the trap of the dark side, the final cruelty
So is this Vader being self-aware about the trap of the dark side?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
of the Sith. Because now yourself is all you will ever have. And you rage and scream and reach through the Force to crush the shadow who has destroyed you. But you
the
are so
shadow.
far less now than what you were. You are more than half machine. You are like a painter gone blind, a composer gone deaf. You can remember where the power was, but the power you can touch is only a memory. And so with all your world-destroying fury, it is only droids around you that implode, and equipment, and the table on which you were strapped shatters. And in the end, you cannot touch the shadow. In the end, you do not even want to. In the end, the shadow is all you have left. Because the shadow understands you. The shadow forgives you. The shadow gathers you unto itself. And within your furnace heart, you burn in your own flame.
So true. So on and so forth, you know?
The shadow.
The love ignites the stars or whatever. It's like the best line in this whole thing, but, you know, one day you'll understand how great this entire novelization is.
You gotta read them all, leader. You can't just read the third one.
But that's the only one written by that guy, okay?
Oh.
He's like the one good author.
Did he go on to read, to write all of the alternative afterwards?
Absolutely not. I think the only thing I know him for is he wrote a Mace Windu novel, which I read part of, and I was like, oh, this is like kind of interesting, but yeah. Oh my god, my eye. Crazy.
His ire.
My ire, true. Ire of my desire. Okay.
How about you retire?
I will one day. There's an anime news network page that has every Australian Cartoon Network anime.
That's big.
Jesus Christ.
Del Toro Quest, true.
Dragon Ball GT, of course.
Go down to the U
God.
section.
U.
Neon Genesis Evangelion. Did we have Adult Swim in Australia? It's trying to tell me that we did, but
Yeah, we had Adult Swim.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it was on late night.
There is nothing.
Well,
with
when
the
I was
U.
a kid, at least.
Absolutely nothing.
They had like, I don't even remember what they
I
had.
never saw Naruto either on TV, not once. Pokemon,
I remember
Yu-Gi-Oh,
when I started getting older, I remember
Dragon Ball Z
seeing One
Kai.
Piece, like advertisements.
One Piece
for
I
it.
never saw once.
I don't remember anything about.
I remember seeing One Piece when I was at my grandmother's house, but she always had weird TV channels. So it was like weird. Anything you saw when you're at her, like it would always be Boomerang. Boomerang was the shit one with Powerpuff Girls and all these weird dumb shows, not like Pokemon and
Powerpuff Girls are so cool. Oh my
It's funny that they were like the weird shows and the anime shows were like the normal cartoon shows to me. Bakugan, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z Kai.
So that said Ascendance of a Bookworm. I don't know where I read that.
Pokemon Chronicles, Pokemon Advance, Pokemon Black and White. I'm not up to those ones yet, but One Piece is there. Ninja Robots, Neon Genesis Evangelion, never Naruto, never Inuyasha.
Inazuma.
Scroll
Is that
up.
like a kick or something?
Inazuma Kick.
Astro Boy, I remember that.
Bakugan, now that was a real one.
Beyblade, of course, classic. Veda sounds like the Brainy from Hey Arnold in the video. Any context for that?
No.
The only anime outside of Pokemon I ever saw on the TV was Vampire Knight on ABC, and Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess.
I didn't ever watch ABC. There were kids, like, sometimes I'd go to sleepovers and they'd all be watching ABC, and I'd be like, I've never seen any of these shows
Free
in
to
my
air.
life.
My God.
Yeah, they're all poor, apparently. Unlike me, I was rich as a kid. You also missed CeeLo Pill saying, I'll be sure to.
About what?
Remind me of all the books I
Oh,
never
okay.
remember.
True, of course.
But I'm going to finish this video and then I'm going to go to sleep, Illyri.
True.
Novel like Ulysses, you're going to miss some of the visual text-based puns, but if you read it with your eyes, you're going to miss some of the audible puns.
So true.
So my stance on audiobooks has changed a lot in the last 20 years. I now think that they're not only definitely reading, for many people, they're the best kind of reading.
True.
I mean, the point of reading is
Not
to
for me.
ingest someone's words and ideas in
True.
the most transparent way
No,
possible,
don't tell me
right?
what
You
the
want to spend
point
minimal
is.
time decoding what the words are and what they mean, and maximum time, like, living in the world those words create, or else understanding the ideas those words are trying to share, whatever. For someone like me who decodes...
Isn't that crazy if in the future you're like, I want to read a book, and it's like, boom, it's like in your brain, you like have read the whole book, and now you like just think about it.
baby?
Yeah.
the written word quite easily, iReading works great because I don't have to spend much time turning the scratches on a page into words and ideas that exist in my mind. But many people aren't like me. In fact, a lot of research indicates that most people aren't like me. Most people
Whoa.
retain information better from audiobooks than they do from printed books. And so for many people, audiobooks are the
That's
ideal
kinda
way to
crazy.
read because that's how
It's
the
not
words
possible.
become most transparent. I actually think the argument over whether audiobooks count as reading misses the fundamental joy of reading, which is that it's different for everyone, right? Like if 10,000 people
How
read
does
the
he
same
know?
book, on some level that's 10,000
true.
books because the reader is such a co-creator of the book with the author. And now that there are so many more audiobooks available, it's great news. It makes information and storytelling so much more accessible. But I will say, we still have a long way to go on that front. Like, so many books aren't audiobooks.
Things I no longer believe in. 3 minutes.
Did Bernie change his mind? Oh wait, no. What are you talking?
This girl.
Oh, okay.
The American people.
Especially like textbooks and learning-based books for schools, and that's just, it becomes a needless barrier to learning. Now, I'm not saying that reading an audiobook and reading a print book are the same.
That is true.
okay?
If you have to read a book that you don't want to read, it's probably always better to just do the audiobook.
I think the one thing is that.
Well, unless you care, unless you think you'll learn better otherwise. But obviously, if you're reading a textbook, that's fake and you're never going to learn in school, that's gay.
It's faster to read a book with your eyes. And I noticed this when Bacon was like blasting through Mushoku Tensei books.
Ain't
and I
no
was,
way
like,
that's
listening.
true for me,
Yeah.
sucker.
I think it almost certainly is true for almost everyone.
Except for me.
However, audiobooks, you know exactly how long they're going to take pretty much, which
That
is
is
like a
true.
really good thing. It's like I can set time and be like, I know I'm going to be done with this in like a day because I know it's only like 6 hours. And if I watch it on twice speed or whatever, like, yeah.
Hey, like, I understand
Yeah,
that
it's
they are
pretty
different. When
great.
you're reading a print book, your eyes can linger for as long as you want on a single passage, or you can skip a paragraph that looks boring. When you read an audiobook, the narrator is guiding a lot of that. On audio,
True.
meanwhile, you can experience nuances that might be lost in print when it comes to inflection and pace. The whole idea that you're somehow a better or superior reader if you read via your eyes instead of via your
You know what's
ears.
very interesting is that Cormac McCarthy like famously writes without like punctuation marks, and where you put the punctuation marks
Wait,
in the
what?
sentences He uses full stops, but he never uses commas.
That's kind of crazy.
And he
Okay.
never ever uses quotations. So you have to, you
Wow.
can never tell if somebody's speaking or not. Though you can, but you've got to figure it out.
That's interesting.
The
Were they invented back then?
Yes, literally.
Okay.
He started writing in the 80s with George.
Okay.
What the fuck. You've read books that are older than that. The
Have I?
I don't know. Probably
Shakespeare. Yeah.
The great Shakespeare.
But that wasn't in English.
He didn't know what a punctuation mark was. That fella. The so in like the audiobook would then have to choose where to put them, and therefore it would be like a different interpretation. So for that, it would be very different.
Yeah.
But obviously, it really wouldn't matter because everybody, however they would read it, would be very different. But I guess you wouldn't understand the part that has to play in the experience of like, oh, you're supposed to like piece it together. Instead, somebody reads it to you to piece it together.
Yeah. Or they could just read it straight.
But
Like,
even then, like you'll have to reread lines because it'll be like, wait, that didn't make any sense, and then you're like, oh, we missed a comma here.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Seems to me a legacy of a narrow way of understanding how we acquire knowledge and tell stories. Like I said, most people retain more information from audiobooks than from print books, and if the job of a book is, as Horace said so long ago, to delight and instruct...
That does feel kind of weird to me, that it's like audiobooks, you retain more. I wonder why. I mean, we'll never know. But...
I'm dangling out my
audiobooks
foot, by the way. That's why that's
Oh, okay.
do that job. And the explosion of audiobooks, I mean, the Anthropocene Reviewed audiobook has sold almost as well as the paperback. That explosion has been great news for readers who can now access stories in the ways that they want to, but it's also great news for all...
That is true. Like, if you were going to buy something digitally, like, at that point, are you just like, well...
Do I buy a digital book or like a digital audiobook? Yeah. Yeah.
Because it means more people engaging with those stories. Many of the people who were termed so-called reluctant readers turn out to be voracious readers. They just want to read on audio. And now that audiobooks are being published simultaneously with the print version and the costs are lower, it really
they're
is...
autistic and they can't focus like me. And I gotta look at the side to see the other cool YouTube videos we're gonna click on next.
Voice. And as an author...
So I should definitely be on the great Adderall, right, Alita?
I'm not a doctor.
Care.
I mean, I am a doctor, but not that type of doctor. Yeah.
Just,
yeah.
look,
I'm
can
just
you
delighted
get me
that you're
it?
reading it. Here's one irrefutable way in which I know that audiobook reading is reading. These days, I often go back and forth between audio and print, depending on where I'm at. Like, I don't want to read a print book while I'm washing the dishes because they're not waterproof. On the other hand, I don't want to read an audiobook while I'm going to bed at night because reading with my eyes relaxes me more. And they're both reading. I can tell that they're both reading because in both cases...
People do that all the time, right? It's like you read before bed.
But then you need a light.
I'm sick of you. My mother's like that too. Turn the lights off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't go to sleep. You fall asleep in front of the TV all the time. Yes, stupid bitch.
That is true. When I did my internship and I was living in like some company campus, I always slept with the lights on because the light switch was too far away and I couldn't be bothered. I'm like, all right, I'll just sleep.
Well, that's he's just being lazy. He's not contributing to the conversation here. Shut the fuck up.
Understand what's happening in the book. Both ways of reading reach into the way down deep and help me feel less alone in the dark, difficult, abstract stuff that sometimes without books I wouldn't even have language for. That's reading. Hank, I'll see you on Friday.
Hank? I'm not Hank. Who do you think I am?
Because you're... Okay, Larry understands. He watches these idiots. Okay, is this going to be a funny video or is this going to be... I used to believe in the government, but now...
Not just for its beauty, but for the deeper significance it holds. It represents much more than you might initially think. The phrase lotus in the mud is often used to describe the idea that one must go through the mud
I like the
to achieve beauty.
subs.
The reason why I bring this up is because I no longer believe in certain ideas that keep me stuck in unhealthy patterns.
Ooh.
Over time, I've realized that growth requires shedding old perspectives that no longer serve me. I no longer believe in talking poorly about your previous partner. They were once someone you loved, and while it's important to forgive, it doesn't mean you need to forget.
That's
If you wouldn't have
stupid,
said it to them then,
bitch.
why say it about them now? Forgiveness allows you to move forward, but holding onto bitterness only keeps you stuck in the past.
2 million views, by the way.
She's a cute girl and it was a good
I no longer believe in
time.
having no solutions to problems. Some solutions may take more effort, but in the end, you'll find a way.
This feels like it's like a trailer of like a horror movie or something, doesn't it? Like the monster's gonna like get out of here or something. And
The
it's gonna
ex-boyfriend's going to show up and say, you want to talk nice about me now?
This is what the status quo manipulator means. I no longer believe in attachment. I no longer believe in attachment because I've learned that it often leads
She's
to
a
unnecessary
Jedi.
suffering. Attachment stems from the fear of loss, and it leads to
True, a fear. Oh my
but
god.
is inherently
Fear leads to
People
anger.
and
Anger
circumstances
leads
that
to
are
something.
holding on to
Something
tightly
leads to
creates
something.
Leads to pain. Oh my god, it's like a whole thing. Oh my god.
Instead, I've come to understand that true peace and happiness come from within, not from clinging to external things or people. While it's important to
True.
love-
Do you think there is? If we scroll down, it's gonna be like the Jedi. Someone will reference the Jedi here. It's
Yoda is going to be the top guy.
and appreciate those around you, it's equally important to recognize that everything in life is temporary.
To Reddit
We come
9.
into this world alone and we leave alone. I no longer believe in the idea of the right person, wrong time.
Wow.
Some people will love you deeply, while others will hurt you. It's the right time because even in pain, you learn something from the experience. You learn to not go back. You learn to
This
move
is
on.
all her
Like
thinking through a recent relationship, I think.
falling. You're picking up a stone along the way. I no longer believe in finding your missing piece in a partner. You need to be whole and love yourself before letting anyone else in. Invest in yourself so
He
that you
really
don't have
liked
the
Star
same.
Wars.
Using someone as a rebound only causes more pain for everyone
A
involved.
prequel specifically. He was a
And
real
I
sicko.
just wanted to say, unlearning is difficult, but it's essential for growth. It allows you to make room for healthier perspectives that align with who you are becoming, and it takes a heck lot of hard work, but I promise you, it's worth the change. This is how you grow from a seedling to a thriving tree.
Wow.
And remember, the only thing that doesn't change
I want to
is
see the
change itself.
channel and I want to see the
I hope you have a
comments.
good one.
I'm 22 and I have no friends. Hashtag relatable.
YouTube is really weird yesterday, but okay, we get the point. All right. All right.
It's just people very surprised.
I'm so glad the algorithm gave me this. Yeah. Okay. Where's the Jedi? How far do we have to go?
Well, just Control F anger leads to whatever the actual monologue is.
No, they failed us.
To my enemies,
did fail
thank
you,
you.
Anakin.
This is a real Thorfinn we got over here. I don't watch this one. By Christine.
It's like,
Hello. When we think of our enemies, the first
my
thought
God.
that might come to mind is, they're ruining my life.
It's natural to feel that way because conflict is uncomfortable.
He
and
is,
dealing
Chad. He is.
Okay.
Let them go and being alone. These are just kind of platitudes, but I don't know. It's kind of, I like this aesthetic. This is a cool channel. Manifest your goals. I need to make a video. That's
I
not
want
like
the
a
first of
riptide.
this type.
Things I no longer
3
believe
months
in.
ago.
Was very.
This is a really recent channel.
The
which-
Asian meta is no longer a Twitch thing. The Asian girl meta, it's now a YouTube thing too.
This is actually crazy. 100k subs in like 3 months.
Don't worry, I'll be there in 3 months, Leroy.
Wait, would you think it extended to like Instagram and stuff as well?
Well, she's cute, so probably.
No, it didn't. Okay.
They're not trying hard enough, these simps.
Spotify.
Podcast.
I think that's just their Spotify, right? Oh, it is a podcast. What the hell is this?
The Growth Project. 3 minutes. Oh, they're just the videos in podcast form.
We gotta do this. Oh my god. That's gonna be
People
so
do this.
Hello. I didn't get into my first relationship.
Okay.
It's all about the relationships, chat.
But this is the first one.
If you look for it, I promise you'll be willing, you'll find that love is actually all around.
So profound.
He's a fucking Jedi.
Okay, let's read the chat then. Okay,
Stupid song written for a stupid boy.
audiobooks are way more expensive though. Light novels are like $30 to $40.
Why
more
would you
expensive
ever
as
pay for
audiobook.
an audiobook?
Yeah, when you can make your own using AI.
When you can copy and paste the text like Leader he does into whatever he does.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you for coming. Oh my god, Walking Dead. Crazy.
Oh, we'll see you whenever, chat, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Say
not gonna
goodbye
be the
to
same next time.
Kyle.
Get me off the screen, you.
Gotta go full screen. Alright, wait. There he is. Last time.